Hello, chat. We are here. It's
Goodbye,
us.
chat.
No.
Okay, hello, chat.
Yes.
How did you get into my house, chat?
What are you doing here?
Why are you in my
abode.
bathtub?
Oh my god, Kinko is not happy. You can do it, buddy. There you go. I think it's because Chrome is eating up all of my my RAM. Okay. So let me close all my unnecessary tabs. If everyone is good and... Huh?
You're welcome.
Well, I missed.
Port knows what I want. Put sound effects. Boom.
Boom.
Alrighty. If everyone is good and ready, we will hop in.
I'm
ready.
I'm here.
I'm
Tulip
ready,
was just pretty
Freddy.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Alright. So, you all see Bone Snap by the fire. Ah, the Feywild. What a nice place. Very pretty. Well, you know, when you aren't getting turned inside out, but that's neither here or there. Let's delve in, shall we? Last time, the group set off from Stag's Cottage, and set off through the Feywild, running into some Fey entities along the way, who seemed to try and coerce the group into giving them their name, as well as a little village where the group received a gift from Blink Dog in the form of a wand of some kind, and seemed to summon spiritual direwolves. Along the way, the party offered Remilda the prismatic potion to perhaps unlock her potential, but she had a strange reaction to it, and ended up speaking with Bahamut, who offered to help Remilda, but was ultimately declined. After a bit more traveling, the party ended up at the temple they were in search of, and had a tough fight with two guardian golems, which the group was able to defeat after a long and arduous battle. Following the battle, a Furbolg gentleman emerged from the temple and seemed perturbed at the sight he saw. That is where we pick up. I can't wait to see what they get up to this time. That is where we pick up.
I also can't wait to see what we get up to this time. We got
It'll be great.
Me and Bone Snap both.
It'll be great.
None of us can wait. Stop smiling. I don't like it.
Everyone will have a great time. Smile.
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 A great team.
Smile.
Smile. But yes, we resume with you all having just got out of the fight with the Oakengard golems, and you all are standing outside of the temple. And stepping out of the temple and down the stairs, you all were met by a Furbolg gentleman who looked out across what had happened and simply said, "Oh no."
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
How long have you been waiting?
About 5 seconds ago.
Fair.
I don't
forgot.
wait to say things. It's part of the problem.
And yeah, you all are standing outside of the temple. You see a Furbolg gentleman. He seems to be pretty average build. Furbolg's, he's definitely on the taller side. He has kind of fading silver hair. He is definitely balding, although he doesn't look old per se.
What does this hag want? We're busy, okay?
And They look out at all of you, and they start to make their way over. Very slowly.
You think this is probably something we should be concerned about, right?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, I am not exactly in a condition to get into another fight.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. That might be up to them, though.
What have you done?
One.
You destroyed
They're-
them.
Yeah, they tried to kill us.
Why are you here?
We need to get him to the temple.
For what?
I'll let you handle this one, Phineas.
Ursanine, we need to speak to her. Or at least I do.
Have you come to worship?
Yeah.
Get a deception check.
Covered in blood.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Come to
You know-
worship. Yeah.
You know what?
Something like
Yeah.
that. But if you think about it,
Bro is so
Okay.
tired.
if you think about it, we are releasing her. Isn't that not the ultimate form of worship? So I think it
It's
should be a
true,
persuasion.
it's
I think it
true.
should be a persuasion check, actually.
You know what? I'll
It
leave it in
doesn't
your hands.
matter.
I'll leave it in your hands. You can do persuasion or deception.
It doesn't matter. It's a 1.
Oh, dude.
First roll of the night, that one.
Nat one too. Even better.
Yeah. Phineas is tired, bro.
How does one take a shot of Benadryl?
You just do it.
Yeah.
It's a pill.
Uh-huh.
Ground it up.
Returned.
Just mix
Shot,
it into
shot,
your
shot,
water
shot,
like
shot, shot.
Kool-Aid. But don't actually.
If you get multiple in there, you can take 63 shots and then have more Benadryl than what was in the shot. So
I don't think you
There is
should
liquid
do that.
Benadryl.
that is true. Yeah, just liquid Benadryl. Like Pepto-Bismol.
Okay, anyway.
If you were here to worship, then the golems wouldn't have attacked you.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe they're faulty.
No.
Like, got confused. Maybe it got confused because the rest of us aren't here to worship.
No, the
Or just-
rune, that sigil over there senses the intent of those who set foot on it.
Why couldn't you have had more convenient intent?
Why would I have better
I don't know.
intentions? I mean, we're not here to worship, not technically. That doesn't stop us from needing to communicate with her. Communication, worship, 2 different things.
Well, what's your message? I'll relay it.
Private matter. Smile.
What are you really here for?
I mean, you might as well just.
I need to take her back. You know, to not the Feywild.
You're joking.
Do I look like someone who jokes?
It's true. They rarely joke.
That is not.
Thanks, Jeb.
I can attest.
That's not true at all.
If nobody got me, I know Jeb got me.
Ursanine's
Can I get an amen?
Let's go.
No.
Dab up, Jeb.
Dab me up.
Ursanine's
Dab me up.
home is here.
Ursanine is needed elsewhere.
She goes where she pleases.
She goes where she's needed, and that's not here anymore.
Well, I can't have you taking her. We need her.
Why do you
I mean-
need her?
We could. do that?
Well, we need it for many reasons, including all the souls we have around.
What?
The what?
Where do you think all the souls that get taken go?
Taken by whom?
The Fae, of course.
Oh, with the whole. Got it.
The name thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's kind of like, no offense, but kind of fucked up anyway, so.
I mean, a name is something that can be pretty personal. I guess so is a soul, but
Yeah, this is soul.
why would
It's
you
more about that.
just take it, you know?
Yeah, you kind of just leave it alone, maybe? Like, mind your own business?
No, I have use for them.
Uh-huh.
Like?
They nourish the sylvan creatures.
Okay, so you're feeding people's souls to creatures.
Yes.
Okay, so does that sound like good to you? Like, you know, like a good person thing?
A bird hunts for its prey, no. This is no different.
It actually kind of is a little bit different. The soul's a lot more, you know, eternal than the body.
Well, at least they get to keep their body.
What a great
And what use
constellation.
is that with no soul?
Use for long enough for them to make their last actions, say their last goodbyes, before they rot.
And you're okay with just all of these words that are coming out of your mouth right now?
For the good
You've made
of
peace with that?
for the good of the Fae.
Okay,
What
then.
about the good? What about the good of the people whose souls you're taking? Are they less important than the Fae?
If they're dumb enough to give away their names, they're dumb enough to get their souls taken.
Okay, yeah. I don't. Phineas, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's gonna be like reasoning happening.
Yeah,
here.
no, I didn't necessarily think that. But right now it's more of a barrier than anything, so.
I mean, we could just, you know,
Can
go
we?
past them. Probably. I don't think it'd be that hard.
Okay. Right. Well,
I mean, it's up to you. It's
I'm-
your thing. So.
and they're gonna be pissed at us either way, so.
I'm not gonna let us in voluntarily.
No. Just kind of give Liar the look of, you good if it's not
Yeah.
voluntary?
Yeah, I'm not.
Both just like
Murder.
covered. Damnation.
Did someone say murder?
Did someone, oh my god,
Murder,
did
you
someone
said.
say murder?
Hold up. Are we murdering right now?
Not
Running?
necessarily.
Whoa.
Our goal
Oh.
is to just get in.
Run.
And if getting in requires, you know, killing them, that's, you know, their problem.
Mother at grave
Okay,
violence.
guys.
Treat,
Okay.
no treat, no treat.
So I'm gonna put this out there. We do need to do this, and we are going to do it. What we need to do. You're free to, you know, try to prevent us from doing that. But it's going to happen. So
I mean, your golems didn't really take kindly to us, so maybe use them as an example before you make your decision.
I could kill all of you easily. Snap of
Yeah.
a finger.
mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You don't have our names.
I don't think that's the prerequisite.
I don't need them.
Oh yeah.
No.
So,
What exactly gives you the power to do that then? Where are you getting it from?
Learn power.
Can I make an insight check against him
He's
to see
a
if he's
fucking wizard.
He's being a fucking liar.
Yeah, go for it.
And now I'm a wizard.
I feel like he's lying. Also, I don't know. That is 18.
You can see the faintest bead of sweat running on his face.
Yeah,
and
he's
from
fucking
his,
lying.
He is bluffing out of his ass.
Oh.
Say, Kalile is actively cracking their knuckles in the back, so just whenever the signal is given.
Phineas never dispelled his sword. He looks so pissed right now.
So are
fact-
you?
In fact, with you got an 18, was it?
Yeah.
With that, looking at this guy, you wouldn't be surprised if he hadn't fought a day in his life.
Yeah.
Good for
Okay.
him.
Your learned
Madame,
power.
hello.
Hmm?
What was
Say.
Frank trying to say?
Oh yeah. Am I still in giant form or is that gone by now?
Large reduce. How long does that last? I forget if it's
I
1
think-
or 10 minutes.
I think it's 1, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's 1. I don't know if it's gonna go off or not.
Yeah, so it'll worn off.
Okay, so
Cool.
your learned power, huh? You want to tell me about it?
Yes. I
Mhm.
know a few power words, and I
Oh
know
yeah,
how to
which
use
ones? Why don't you try?
them. Well, if I use them, I would simply kill you. I thought we were having
Yeah.
a civil discussion.
Do it then. We're going in. We're forcing our way in. If you don't, kill us. So why don't you try?
Hey, my legs are like kind of falling asleep back
Have
here.
you
Are we
ever
going
heard
anywhere?
Of a power word, my friend? I know one.
Jeb does know one.
Jeb does know one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you're so confident you know one that you could kill us with it, then do it.
I might have saved your golems. It's kind of weird that you
You
kind of
know,
just
I'm
let
gonna
us
do
slaughter
a power
them.
word on you. Power word.
He's
Tickle. Jeb runs up to the dude and just starts tickling him under his fucking armpits.
Get him,
Nice.
Jeb.
he
Jeb attack.
he jumps so much.
Uh,
He is super surprised by this, and he falls over.
okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
He
thought. Let's just,
fainted.
He's not.
Let's
he
just
didn't
go-
faint, but he's like on the ground, just kind of staring up at you.
I think Lars just gonna kind of walk over this guy and start
Yeah,
heading in.
just step over.
over. Not even worth the time.
Worked too well.
Please don't.
Not
Okay.
too bad. Bye.
Have fun with your power words.
He
Yeah, you're free to try and kill us at any time. We'll just be doing what we need to do.
he
You'll know where we are.
He continues to lay there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's inside time.
That got me confused for a second because if he could just kill us, why didn't he hit golems? You know,
Exactly.
like
Yeah. That was weird. Yeah, you all go in?
Yeah.
Yep. Enter.
let's go.
So you all ascend the stone stairs and enter into the temple proper. Just inside, you're met with a lot of creatures, actually. A few more dogs that look a lot like the one you saw earlier. They're just kind of chilling. You see a few pixies. A lot of different fey creatures, all just kind of chilling. And you all walk in, and they stop what they're doing. They look over at you. And some of them look confused, some of them look curious. The dogs are mostly just kind of like, oh, people. I wasn't expecting there to be people in here.
I mean, neither. Hopefully we can just talk our way through this one too.
I think we can just keep going. I'm gonna be honest.
No. And just kind of keep walking.
Yeah.
Unless we're approached.
So you keep walking. Phineas, you are approached by one of the pixies. Keep in mind that this pixie is tiny, fits in the palm of your hand.
What if? What if? And you know.
The intrusive thoughts.
Who I mean, no, not that. What if it was
Come on.
him?
Oh.
Damn.
That motherfucker.
Dan.
If it was Dan, it would be over.
Dan PTSD.
So, this pixie flies over, lands in the palm of your hand, and kind of stares up at you. Ah, who are you?
Who are you?
I just kind of hang out here.
Why?
We were promised new souls.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yummy.
Oh, we're nothing
Yeah.
but strangers, so
Who
Not
promised
worry
you
about
that?
us.
Was it the Furbolg?
Oh, yes. Are you getting new souls too?
No, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you're probably not gonna be getting them from him.
Oh.
Not to disappoint, but he doesn't have any real power.
he just talked like he did.
Really?
Did he ever
Yeah.
give you a bluff about a power word?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
See?
lying.
Oh. Okay. They just kind of fly off.
Yeah.
Look a little
Well.
sad.
Tragic. Anyway,
Yeah.
I wonder what souls taste
Well, that was
like.
sad. Anyway.
We've got
Do you think-
things to do, okay?
do you think you have to like cut up and eat souls with like a fork and knife, or can you like put them on a sandwich, or can you slurp them up
Spork.
like spaghetti? Spork.
I don't know, but I'm curious.
Very curious.
It's like a soup. I think it'll be like.
Oh,
I bet you could
soul
drink it.
soup.
Yeah, you could probably drink it like a drink.
Stew.
You suck it up through a
Yeah.
straw.
Soul shots.
Mm.
That
Huh.
sounds tasty.
It does.
No. I don't think we should be drinking souls. Probably. bad
Only
for
of
you.
our enemies.
Yeah.
I
don't
mean,
know
if
how
no one
get
else is
their
going to use
souls.
them, if there's some already here, a little taste wouldn't hurt.
No,
Yeah,
it
Just one little
might.
taste.
It might hurt you.
Okay, I couldn't have the time lake, and now I can't have this. What can I
What?
have?
You can't have the time like you would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that-
So what about
that's
the
a-
souls? We
that's
don't
a
know.
bad thing.
No,
Go-
the souls sound like they would be.
There's
Good.
sustenance for these guys, so why couldn't...
You are
know.
Faye.
I mean, I'm Faye. I could try it.
That is true.
Yeah, but you're not Faye like they're Faye. You know.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Phineas is
You're a
is
you're a
as
player
famous as
race,
they are.
okay, Phineas?
Wow.
You have
I
different
mean-
mechanics.
Jeez.
Don't you
I
bring
didn't realize it was that kind of game.
Yeah, do you all continue past them? They're just
Yes.
kind of in
Yes.
this kind of.
Yeah.
It seems like a kind of a lounge room. A couple of like cushions set out. Nothing you'd really expect from a temple, honestly. And going past them, you can see there's this long hallway that seems to lead down a set of stairs, and there's 2 sets of shelves on either side at the top. You can see, and on both these shelves, they're both stocked with jars, and floating around inside of them are these multicolored orbs.
Those be soul.
Yoink.
You think they taste like jelly
Prismatic
beans?
kinds?
I want to take one.
Wait, you're just gonna... Okay.
That's.
Mhm.
I don't
I
think you
mean-
should.
Why not? Otherwise, they're just gonna like sit in these jars. So,
And what are you gonna do with it?
figure that out later.
I wonder if I could sacrifice a soul.
You're an adult.
Probably.
I can't stop you from doing things.
Gamma, could I?
You would have to try.
You can certainly try.
Intrusive thoughts, man. Again.
give in to them.
Like, what are those souls gonna do? Complain?
Most of them are probably already withered away, so.
Just
Ah, but if I was gonna sacrifice a soul, I'd have to pick up the good one.
Oh yeah, you'd have to really browse your options.
I mean, we could probably.
I don't have that kind of time.
I was gonna say we could put a lot of them in the bag of holding, but
You just scoop them, yeah.
we don't need them though.
Who said
I
anything about eating them?
Need.
Oh. I was still thinking about eating them.
Yummy. Soul sauce.
Don't need the souls, okay. Maybe we come back for the souls.
We're going to. Oh, hold on. I have food now.
Souls.
Souls! Like, oh, so Goliath can do it, but I can't.
You get souls, but we don't. This.
So Kalile is
see how it
taking a
is.
soul.
I
Okay.
have Thai food now.
I did not
Yummy.
put the souls back, or the souls. Chili peppers.
Let's see.
I will give you a disapproving look, but I cannot stop you.
That's
These
all
are
you take.
29.
The soul you take is a reddish orange color.
Fire.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just keep going and stop touching things, maybe.
As you all start to go down the stairs, one of the dogs wanders over, and
What is the dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
he's just kind of panting. But he looks up at you, at the closest person, and just kind of looks around at the rest of the party. Hi.
Talks.
Not this again.
Are
Hello.
you here to see the mistress?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, I can take you.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Follow me.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts scampering down the stairs.
Just follow.
So he leads you down to the bottom, and you're walking around this kind of circular room at the bottom, where there are a few altar spaces set up. A bit alarmingly, on these altars, seem to be not so fresh on some of them, and very fresh on the others. Bits of blood.
Blood.
Seems like someone or something has been laid out on these and torn into with some kind of instrument of some sort. But yeah, there is a bit of gore left over on the altars. But the
Leftover gore? I love leftover gore!
Yummy.
My favorite kind of gore.
It's better if you
blood
heat it up
barrel.
first.
The blood
Chest? Blood chest?
Blood altar.
Blood chest.
Blood chest.
Blood chest.
You know,
Blood
if you really
chest. Blood
think
chest.
about
Blood
it,
chest.
all
Blood chest.
chests have blood in a way.
Yeah?
Think about
Please expand on that.
Do enlighten me.
Please elaborate.
Found.
I can't
No.
think that much.
No.
No, heart.
No.
Yeah, he leads you all around that circular room, down another hallway, and through a lot of twists and turns. This place is a lot of hallways. Until, after a bit, you start to feel this kind of breeze, and you can see that it's... At first it looks like smoke, but as you get closer, you can tell that this is more of that mist that you all were seeing out in the Feywild. You are out in the woods.
They're in the woods.
Leads you down into a very large open room. You can see that there are several trees. Despite the rest of the place being this kind of stone flooring, and here it is just earthen. In fact, it almost looks like you're outside. But you can see off towards the back of the room is a very, very large bear. Currently asleep.
I'll be honest, I thought the dog was gonna trick us, so this is a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Here she
Not
is.
everyone is out to get us.
We don't
Just
know
a lot
that.
of people.
We are the moving targets.
Goodbye. He scampers back
goodbye.
off.
Oh, I was gonna ask what soul tastes like, but he's gone.
Such a good boy.
That was really helpful.
Well,
He probably knows we're gonna die but it's fine.
yeah. So this is your thing.
Yeah,
so
that'd be
just
just
leave
stay
it to
back.
you.
Yeah. Yes, we'll approach.
What's up, Buster?
Hey!
So
Long time no see.
you start to approach, and Phineas, as you're approaching, you notice the mists get thicker. It is harder and harder to see through them the closer you get to Urzanine. And you start to feel very cold the closer and closer you're getting. And very faintly in the back of your mind, you can feel this thrumming. And you can hear these faint whispers. But as you finally make your way up to Urzanine, you can see her form through the mists rising up from her slumber. And she looks down on you. Greetings, child.
Hi.
What brings you before me?
There are some people who want you back on the material plane. I'm kind of done sugarcoating it, so
I've not
I
been
just-
there in quite some time.
want to take a trip?
How do they require me?
Did you say where or why? Because I don't
Why?
remember why.
So you were told by the primeval Ursus that they want her back.
Okay, so there was no given reason. And then I did remember. I don't know why they want you, but the primeval Ursus, family line type thing.
Not children.
Yeah. They have some people that I need to help. And you're how I do that.
I trust that they are still trapped in their temple.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Strange that they would want me back now, after all this time. Suppose they got tired of being held. It's been quite peaceful here.
I mean, it's very nice. It's beautiful. There are pieces of the Feywild back on the material plane, if that's any incentive. It can't go far, but it's there.
I'll tell you what. I'll do it for you, not for them. They haven't cared for their mother until they needed help, it would seem.
I'm sorry to hear that.
They were sure that they could get on fine without me, spreading the influence of the Feywilds. They said that they didn't need me, so I left them. Returned here, and I've stayed here ever since.
Well, if nothing else, you returning would certainly prove a point. They didn't get very far without you. All they've really done is caused pain.
Is their caretaker still alive? I sense that they're absent. Am I correct in that?
You are.
That would also line up. Very well. I'll help you get those you care about.
Thank you.
From
Do
the
we
looks
just-
of you, seems you've endured a lot.
And you could say that.
There is one issue, however, though. And that's getting me out of here.
Are you trapped?
We don't have to leave the temple, right? We have the thing.
Yeah,
We
but
can
I don't
just.
know. I don't know if we can
back.
take a giant bear with us.
Why not?
We could always ask her if she like has a different form
Not
too.
that,
She
dude.
probably does. No.
I don't see the issue.
The problem is the one I've chosen. He won't let me simply walk out of this temple.
The
Well, mostly powerless. He does at least hold enough control over me. By a ring he has.
we can get that. He's on the ground outside.
Want me to get it for you?
Unless you have
Yeah.
a quicker way back.
My only concern is if that ring is still on his finger, that he might have the power to call you back.
If you have a way back to the material plane, I don't see it being an issue. You want to be able to function unless we're on the same plane of existence.
Then I guess we can stop bullying him. You wouldn't happen to have another form, would you? Our way back. I don't know if it'd work. Like this.
Yes, I can be in a form a bit more maneuverable. You see the mist swirl around her, and when they fade away, you see a very tall Bjarkan woman.
Well,
This should be
easy enough.
suitable.
Perfect. Yeah, we can just head back this way then.
All right. I'll follow
Wade
your
through the
lead.
mist.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll follow.
Back to the group. Good news. Not dead. We do have a way to
That's
get
good.
back, right? Or we
The
don't have to-
scale, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So,
You good to
Yeah.
leave that?
yeah, we're ready. This is Ursanine, by the way.
Hello.
Oh, greetings.
She give a nod to all of you.
I don't
I'm
remember who has
scowling
the
at
scale, lol.
Someone does.
Octocene scale? That would be.
No, the other ones. The one
The
to
go
get
back home scale.
Go back home scale.
I think it's Phineas. Phineas, I think
Oh,
you have it.
maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Because you
I'm
were
just
the one
used
who-
to us
you were the
throwing
one-
things in bags.
You were the one who was like, we need to go to the Feywild, so I assume
Okay,
that Phineas
yeah.
has it. It makes sense.
All right. Then yeah, it'll bamf us all back up.
All right. So using the scale, you're able to use it to anchor yourself back to the material plane. And you all are transported back. Teleporting sound.
Yippee!
Yippee! Wahoo!
I can say my name now. Jeb, 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 Jeb.
Don't wear it out.
Jeb, Jeb.
Okay.
And yes, you all find yourselves back in the courtroom of King Grithiad.
King Grithiad.
And let's see here. There we go.
This dog will not make up her mind about what she wants to do.
Dog moment.
Dog.
So, you all step out of the painting, and Grithiad is on his throne. And seeing that you all just arrived back, he'll turn over and look at all of you. He looks a bit surprised to perhaps see you back so soon.
We're just that good.
We are, honestly.
We're just really good at our jobs.
We kind of are.
We're crazy.
Was that top-ranking adventure? Who said that? Huh?
Huh? What? I'm sorry.
What?
Did somebody say highest rank? Did somebody say literally helped save the Duke of this entire continent from death? What?
What? I didn't hear that.
Who said that?
That was
Anyway.
good one.
Took down the most powerful spellcasters by dropping a building on them. I mean, that wasn't entirely us, but you get it.
Saved multiple cities
Yeah. What? Huh?
and know
Sorry.
all the mayors.
Not all of them yet.
That's
Most of them.
We don't know two.
Collecting them like Pokemon cards.
Mm-mm.
You are back.
Did you think we wouldn't be?
Perhaps not so soon.
Well, we found who we needed, so.
I see.
Easy enough task, surprisingly.
So, do we need to, like, bring you somewhere, or now that you're here, you can just kind of... I don't know how it works.
Take me back to the temple.
Right. God damn it. The R temple is moving to the other direction. Whatever, we can just fucking walk.
Yeah. I'm good at that.
Okay, well, we can... Maybe we should get some sleep first. But...
Yeah.
We can spend the night in the temple and then take the circle to... Strike Sick.
And walk from
I have
there.
to think really hard.
I will follow you.
Right. I mean, we probably need to grant you access, right? Or, I mean, I feel like you could just... I don't know. You like... Do we need to? Do you think?
Kalile's gonna just pat Ursinine on the shoulder.
Access granted.
In doing so, Kyle, it is very perturbing because your mind is racked with whispers for a moment, and it is very loud.
Oh. Fun.
Oh, I suppose I should warn against that.
It's fine. By the way, what do souls taste like? Holds up jar.
Now we're asking the real questions.
Okay.
I suppose it depends. Depends
Like
on the
whose soul?
essence of the person whose soul it is. Tastes like something they would enjoy.
Okay. So, hypothetically, what would happen if a non-Fey creature were to eat a soul?
Any mortal being is capable of eating a soul. However, assuming, of course, that you possess a soul, which you all do, if you did consume a soul, the new soul would likely fight for a place within your vessel. It would likely rip you apart.
So not a good idea.
So not today, but definitely bucket list. Sounds good.
Yeah, eventually.
Yes, it would
Bucket
perhaps be
list
very
if you lose your
tasty, but at the cost of your life.
Hear me out. Pop the soul, wash it down with a time lake. End of life. You got it.
Yes.
That...
Put it in a salad.
No, I'm not gonna let you up to her realm for that one. Not gonna happen.
Soul shot, time lake chaser.
Mm-mm.
I thought I sensed Cronalda's presence on you.
It's pretty obvious.
Yes, you seem to wear it well.
Don't mean to brag. Kind
No,
of
that
champion.
was not a don't need to brag. That was I look like an idiot.
I
Clock
want you
looking
to look me in
ass.
the eyes. That's it. End of sentence.
Look at me in my clock eyes.
Clock eyes and my
My
clock
clock eyes.
tattoos and
I always
my.
know what time it is.
It's true.
Ask me what time it is. Do it.
Do
I
it.
dare you. No matter
Yeah.
where you are, I would know.
So Kalile is gonna put the soul in a jar in the bag of holding, and in the process attempt to get the bag of drugs that Bone Snap gave us. Do a little swapperoonie.
Okay,
We try to
I'm
do
not
it stealthily.
I'm not fucking stopping you from doing it. You're allowed to take drugs.
Okay, then yeah, I will take the drugs.
Listen, if this was like child Kalile doing that, then Lyra would be like, no, but it's fucking 29. I can't stop you from taking
Okay.
drugs.
So you're taking the drugs.
And
Wonder
then
if
I'm
these are,
not
like,
I'm not ingesting them yet. I'm just like
Gotcha.
taking
You're
them
just
to
taking
have.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I wonder if these are like still, good. We got them like 2 months ago.
I'm sure they're
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
We could call Bone Snap and ask. We could always talk to Bone Snap.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I guess I should tell Bone Snap we don't need the. No, we got the diamond or the emerald.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell him we don't need that anymore. I'll worry about it later.
Check in with Bone Snap and Montague.
Nah, we don't need to do that second one.
Only one of those is important.
Who?
Who's that?
It's Montague. Where?
Who?
What's Montague?
What's that word you keep
Stupid
saying? How are
fucking
you?
name?
How are you doing that with your mouth? I don't understand.
Yeah, well, I guess unless Mr. King here needs anything, we'll be on our way. I'll draw a circle and get out.
We gotta get.
I hear.
Out of here.
All right, you go back to the sanctum.
Yes.
Home time.
Sorry, Ramelda. We have to teleport.
That was so big.
Violent
There you go.
Violence.
I'm sorry, do you want to walk all the way back and then fly up to it? Yeah, I thought so.
I would like very much like that more than this.
Well, you're
Should
more
I,
than
like-
free to.
Should I like
It's
hold you
so much
steady? Do you think that
faster.
would help if I like put my hands on your shoulders and held you still? Would that help at all? You know, like ground you some.
No,
Okay.
no, probably just make it worse.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, you all return to the sanctum.
Yeah, the Sanctum Hours.
Home time.
Bath time.
What time is it specifically, not approximately? I need to know.
Time for you to get a watch.
I am a watch.
But
It's
I
a
love
lot.
watches. They are what?
Picks up
They
liar.
are what?
Puts Lyre on wrist.
Uh,
Time-wise, it is about, I would say it's about 8 p.m.
nice. I should get some dinner.
Dinner.
I wonder what's.
Well, we do have. How many fucking whole cows do we have
2.
still? Yes, we do have
Two.
two
We're not inventory.
entire
I thought it was
cows.
3. I thought we got 4.
Okay.
We have 3 left.
Oh, then yeah.
Okay.
3.
House.
We do have 3 entire cows left, so if Ramilda can eat anything after eating an entire one,
I mean, she
Yeah.
also threw it up, so.
yeah.
We just throw a cow on the kitchen table and be like, Dalton.
That way.
Hey, Dalton, can you take a-
the
Hey,
Minotaur.
Hey, Dalton, my Minotaur boyfriend, can you cook this cow, this dead cow?
Hey.
This entire cow.
This isn't like a horse head in your under your pillow thing. This is just like cow.
No, he'd probably do it.
But yeah, we're back in the sanctum. What's up? What's up?
Mhm.
I'm forgetting his
Ozthand.
Ozzy.
Yes, you are met with the Ozathander.
Osborne.
Osborne.
Dr. Osborne.
Green gremlin.
I trust everything went well. I see Ursanine in your presence.
Better than expected.
We did get our asses kicked, but
We killed some big
Yeah.
wood
we
things.
We lived.
Everything
So.
hurts.
Hello, Arzathander.
Hello, Ursanine. Good to see you again.
Likewise. So shall I settle in here and we head to the temple tomorrow? Is that the plan?
Yes,
Yeah, we
this
just
is kind of our
Need
place.
a bit of time to rest.
All right. If you need me, simply knock on this door. And a door appears, and she steps inside it and shuts it.
Okay.
Well, now I'm impressed. She can make doors.
But can she make a
Yes,
door on a
so-
door?
On a door.
Leo murmurs.
Oh my god.
The possibilities.
Best.
endless.
That was such a moment. That was
That's
such an
plan.
that was such a plan.
This is one of my favorite
was-
plans I've ever executed.
Flawless.
It went-
This is definitely
went-
plan.
It went so well.
badly.
Yeah, it went. Disappointed but not
It
surprised.
could have gone better if you'd maybe waited more than like 10 seconds.
It's fine.
No.
Elio, he wasn't thinking about that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
No one died.
He wasn't.
Yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Except that like entire gang, but that's not important.
Fine. They're fine. They're just
They're
resting.
dead.
They're just resting very hard.
This is competitive resting.
I win.
Yeah, what does everyone do?
Yeah, the second we stepped foot into the sanctum, Kalile veered off to go to the bathhouse to clean up and dress some wounds.
Yeah, the healing springs are very soothing. Get you nice and clean and healed up.
It's boyfriend hours.
Alright. So, Liar, you head
What's
back.
up, gamers?
You head
What's
back
up, gamers?
to-
This
Magic
time, I'm
Freddy's.
fucking my boyfriend. Let's go.
You head back to see the men. And they are
men.
indeed,
Where are the men?
Is
Seaman.
Flariana still in Selland, or is he back yet?
he's
I
back.
don't remember.
Because he
Okay,
came back
nice.
to have dinner.
Yeah. I know he came back. I didn't know if he stayed back or if he went back a second time.
He is still here.
Nice. Epic.
Hmm.
What's up,
Hey.
girlies?
They all wave when you enter.
Nice.
Good to see you back. Everything go all right?
Well, we have Ursanine with us now, so that's fun.
So, do you all do everything you went down there to do?
More or less. We have some more stuff to do, but I don't think we need to return to the Underdark for a while. The Fold, at least, for a while.
That's good.
What have you three been up to?
Well, not too much. Mostly just, really not much of anything. Just been kind of resting the past few days.
I certainly need some rest tonight. We kind of got our asses handed to us.
Well, we're happy to provide you some company.
So,
And some dinner. I imagine you're hungry.
yeah, Romilda, we bought 4 entire cows for her, like fresh dead ones, because she wouldn't stop poking me.
That's
and
a
she
lot of cows.
She ate one of them and then threw it up. So we still have 3 entire dead cows
Wait.
in the bag folding.
Did she eat the whole cow?
She tried.
Oh,
She tried to.
that would be why. You know, that makes me vaguely nervous, but
I wouldn't be too concerned if she tries it. I mean, I'll be honest, I'll probably kill her. But,
Ooh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Ruben will give you a hug, then Dalton, then Valerianus.
Yes.
You're all in one big group hug.
They're all so much taller and stronger than Larry. Just gets crushed and killed like a tin can.
They should lift you up so you can crowd surf your boyfriends.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you hungry? I was just about to make dinner, actually.
Yeah, I could do with something to eat. Thank you.
Was trying to figure out what I wanted to make. What are you in the mood for?
Not house. Not after that. Not after that.
Fair enough.
One Cal in particular.
I mean, yeah. Okay, that's dessert.
Hey,
Alright.
yo.
Boy dessert.
That is a midnight snack, okay?
It's a midnight meal. Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
3-course
That's
meal,
right, that's what-
honestly.
It is,
Girl
literally.
dinner.
Is that dinner made by a girl or out of a girl?
Girl dinner is just
It's
girl
for
dinner.
the girls.
It's for the girlies.
Self-explanatory.
Okay.
Yes, and.
Got any preferences?
Improv.
I don't know what Lyra likes to eat, like fucking birdseed or something. Who fucking knows?
We look at you just pecking at the ground.
We're on the Vita diet. It's time for lettuce and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe some bugs out of a tree stump or something.
I literally
Yeah.
handed you bugs.
Yeah.
They're not that
They're
hard to
crawling around the
find.
sanctum. I know. They're crawling around the sanctum somewhere.
Kalile, why are there bugs in my bed?
Because they were given
Yeah.
back to me and I didn't want to hold them, so I kind of just threw them around.
You have
You
bed
could have
bugs?
taken them outside.
I tried, but then I realized that was boring, so I brought them back inside. Scattered
Yeah.
them around.
It's alright. I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny dish. That is food. That's
Just
my
a
answer.
plate.
Yeah. Play.
You cooked plate.
Yeah, I like
Shrimp
the fried
Alfredo.
plate. How about fish?
Fish sounds good. Oh yeah, birds do eat fish. Not sometimes. I don't think jays do, but
I don't think Jay's big enough to eat fish.
Have you asked one?
yeah.
Okay.
Eats your goldfish.
No!
No!
No, swimming.
Maybe some breadcrumbs. Actually, I think that'd be good.
Sunflower seeds.
Hell yeah!
Or some like
Meatloaf.
crushed up Ritz crackers. I remember
hell
I
yeah.
was with my friends in like downtown when I still lived in Maryland, and I don't know why we had this big box of Ritz crackers, but we kept giving them to the birds, and one of them took an entire one, and it was just swarmed by like
Good.
the rest of them, and like
Good.
Oh my god, that reminds me of my time on campus. The mysterious things I've seen squirrels run around with. I've seen
A whole bag of popcorn.
I think I still have a Snapchat of it. There's a squirrel who had this big ass piece of aluminum foil, and I was recording it. Someone was with me. It's like you're gonna get metal. You can get metal in your lungs, and the squirrel dropped
There's
it.
probably like
on
a hot
cue.
dog inside or something.
Gamma, you mean aluminium foil?
Aluminium.
No.
Hi.
I'll never let it go.
British
So why would
people.
you say it?
Just like I'll never let go Gamma's expired milk.
Yeah,
Too short.
that was a little, yeah. That happened.
Okay, but does almond milk expire?
Yes.
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 How long
It's
has it
still
been in the fridge,
it's an
Gamma?
organic material.
So about that.
All organic materials expire sometime.
Just like you.
Just because it's not dairy
Just like
doesn't
you
mean it
will
won't
someday.
expire. If you leave almonds
Have
out
you
unprotected, they
accepted
will go
the
bad.
Cold embrace of death.
All right, look,
Have you accepted the cold embrace of milk?
I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna keep
No.
it. I'm gonna keep
Milk
it.
makes my tummy hurt.
I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. That milk has been in there for at least 6 months.
Oh my god.
What is with you in milk?
That shit is
Stop
curdling.
buying it.
That shit is becoming cheese, man.
Just
That is
stop
almond
buying
cheese.
it, Gamma.
You know
Yeah, that's
what?
a block.
I am banning you from milk. In this household, you don't buy milk.
And you wanna
Starting a
know?
new subscription service for cheese.
You want,
Cheese.
you want to know why it's been there?
Do
we?
I want to know?
Not really.
Yes. The answer is yes. Tell me.
So, a while ago, I was like, I should get rid of that, and I kept doing that. And it's near the back of the fridge. So every now and then, when I'd open the fridge and I'd see it, I'd go, I should throw that out. But I wouldn't want to move everything in the way.
You gotta
And I've done
organize.
that.
I know you share a fridge with people, but you gotta organize your fridge in a way that works with your ADHD, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Think of the almonds, please.
never
Just-
put dairy and quick expiring foods in the back, or you're just never gonna eat them. Or throw them out. either
Almonds
way.
are sprouting.
Yeah.
This
Why
almonds
does
are
my
creating
milk
more
have
almonds.
leaves?
My milk's a salad.
Protein shake.
See, now I'm curious and I want to open it.
No,
I honestly
that is an
don't.
Open it
experiment
and
for
take a
off
big whiff.
stream.
I wanna-
Experiment for off
I
stream.
Right
wanna
now.
stop thinking about the milk. Anyway, we're having fish for dinner. Yeah.
I need
That's
the
what
cameras
Dalton's making.
on.
Some multi almond milk.
I'll
It
get
would
rid
look
of
like an almond
I'll
joy.
get rid of it this weekend.
No, because you're gonna forget.
I'll write it in the
Should I
sticky
remind you
notes.
tomorrow? Do you want to just message you tomorrow and be like, Gamma, the milk?
I'm
No,
literally
I'm gonna
gonna
get rid of it
throw
on-
out the milk.
I'm gonna get rid of it on Sunday.
Okay. Just
Why don't
ominous
you just
message.
do it
milk.
after stream?
Because it'll smell. If it's that bad and it gets left out,
It's gonna smell no matter when you get rid of it.
I mean,
Well, if you take it
but
out
I don't
trash
wanna
day, it'll
put-
be taken
yeah,
out immediately.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we do. I do that with cat litter.
Oh, fair.
I
And
just
also
have
because we have
a,
stray cats in our neighborhood and they'll rip open the bag.
I
But
just have a sticky note on my desk now that says almond milk. So
Because you'll remember what that
someone's
means.
gonna go in your room and be like, almond milk. Question mark?
Yes.
Almond milk.
This is
yum,
a desk.
Yum.
It
This
does
is not
expire.
almond milk. That's a computer.
This is a speaker.
Oh my god, is this your email password?
what a great
I'm in.
password.
Alright.
I'm in.
Fish for dinner.
Yes,
Thinner.
Dipped in almond milk.
Dalton will.
Ooh,
Mm.
I hate that. Dalton will.
it's like sardine ice cream.
Oh,
Stop talking about it.
It's
Dalton
real.
will cook up
does
some
ice cream
fish.
expired?
It's ice cream expire. No, but it melts and then it becomes milk, which does expire.
In fact, Dalton makes some catfish for dinner.
Why are we eating cat?
Dresses the dinner up as something else, and then just before you take a bite, surprise, it's fish.
My dinner's catfish and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a very, very nice meal.
Nice.
And I assume afterwards you spend a better quality time with the boys.
Yeah, some quality.
Me
time.
and Duff.
Boys'
Boys.
night. And they were roommates.
No,
No.
we are
Okay.
we are gay and we have sex.
Mm.
I want that on a shirt.
We are gay. And we have sex.
Welcome to Lizardfolk Lounge. We are gay.
Roommates.
Gay and
Roommates.
sexy.
No, we are gay and we have sex.
Let me have a funny vine. No. Gay sex.
Say Gex.
Kicks.
Thank you.
Yeah. What is everyone else up to, if anything?
I'm gonna say my character's just drinking all the alcohol that's in the kitchen right now.
Well, I've been told
Please.
apparently we only have cooking wine, so...
We do not only have cooking wine, that's just what you took!
That is not what I took! I was told that that's what I took because it was all we had.
You didn't
You
look
gotta
in
go
the
shopping for
wine
wine.
cabinet.
I said I went in the kitchen and looked for alcohol. I was told I grabbed a bottle of alcohol, and then
You-
5 minutes later I was told it was cooking wine.
You did grab alcohol, so, I mean, it's not an inaccurate statement.
It was my
Remember
listen.
the
It was,
wines
it was
over
my
there.
assumption that Clow was just doing a quick peruse to find the first alcohol they could find.
Yeah, but Cloud's also smart enough to be like, oh, that's cooking wine. I want something that'll get me drunk.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yes, there is alcohol. It's just tucked away.
I'm taking it.
Okay.
I'm just like depressingly sitting on a stool, just having like a cup of whiskey, just kind of depressingly looking out into nowhere.
As you're sitting there,
Sad.
you are approached. Let me get their art. I have to scroll through my mini NPCs.
I got a burp.
Do it.
Ugh. Oh, that
Nice.
was not a good one. That was not a good one.
That sounded painful.
It didn't even really actually come out.
Trapped burp.
Yeah, it stuck.
Danged.
Yeah, while you're sitting, Romilda, you are approached by Kenzie. He walks
Oh,
over.
isn't that who you made? Isn't that who you were mean to last time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Walks over, sees
Fist
that
fight.
you are pounding what is probably a bottle of essentially 70 proof vodka.
Oh God.
We had that, and I got cooking wine. I
Yeah.
can't believe this.
Yeah. Look better next time.
Throw some ice.
As if it was on Kalile and not me.
I didn't even roll for it.
Make Gamma give you what you actually want next time. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it was on me. It wasn't on you. Yes, Kinsey approaches. Everything all right?
So you look over and just like, want a drink?
Sure. We'll sit down.
I'm gonna like drunkenly slide the bottle of vodka over his direction, not really looking his way.
I'll take a pretty big gulp of it. Haven't had alcohol in a while. Well, what's the matter?
I know. I don't know. It's just things, I guess.
Anything I can help you with?
Tell me, why?
I will
Why
do
are
it.
you here?
Tell me why.
Have you been
Thank
lucky?
What do you mean?
What I'm trying to say is, have you had a good life? Do you think you lived a very, very good life?
Good life, in ways. It's definitely not as bad as it could have been. I feel like I wasted a good bit of it, though. Then again, I have lived a lot longer than a lot of folk are fortunate enough to. So, can't really complain.
That's good to hear. At least one of us felt like we lived.
Well, it's never too late to live. You still have plenty of time.
I'm gonna scoff. You don't know me.
That's true.
Thing the things I've done to have what you have.
Yes, it's been a hard road for you, I'm sure, but you're here now in the moment. You have only up to go.
I'm gonna look over his way and just grab the bottle. You trust me, there's always a way down. I've always been going down, down, down.
Is that what you want?
And I know, but I've accepted it. That's my life. Ever since I was born until this very moment, my life has never, ever been mine. I'm gonna take a swig.
Well, you have people who care about you. People you're traveling with. Would you not consider that up?
Doesn't matter. I will die one day. Soon. If I continue using my powers as they exist. I won't matter. Just another tool in another shed. And when I go blunt, I'll be thrown out. Like before.
Ramilda, you can make yourself matter. You do matter to people. You can only be what you set out to be.
I'm nothing but a weapon.
Says who?
None of the gods. Says life. I have been nothing before I met this party. None of the gods even dare talk to me now. Suddenly every god is lining up to talk to me. How do you think that makes me feel? That the god of justice, something that I have been begging for since the day I could think, has just shown up because I joined the right people.
I don't understand all of the circumstances, but I'm sure there were reasons for it. Maybe not justifiable reasons. Maybe not even acceptable reasons, but everyone has their own reasons for things. You've talked with them? Trust said something like that could be hard.
I'm going to talk to one of them. Soon, maybe. But I'm too tired. Now.
Oh, just remember this. You aren't just some tool. You aren't just some weapon. You're a person living, breathing, and feeling. Whether you believe you truly matter to this person or that person, that is something you might not always know. But I firmly believe that you do. That you can be as great as you want to be. I don't know.
Give him a sharp glare and just say, leave. I ain't in the mood no more. Let me drink my sorrows away.
All right. Go get up and leave. Vermilda just gonna drink until they head to bed.
As he leaves, I'm just gonna start crying very silently. Then I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Anyone else up to anything?
I feel like at some point during that conversation, completely, not trying not to interrupt, but not really bothering to listen as to what's happening anyway. Kalile will finish up with their bath and head to the kitchen, sopping wet with like a towel around their waist and completely nude otherwise. Grab like a handful of fish, throw it back, and then grab 2 bottles of particularly strong alcohol to specify. And
Cooking alcohol? Cooking wine? Is that what you want? Particularly strong cooking wine? I can get that for you.
Water.
Waiter, more cooking wine, please.
Waiter!
Can I have some rice vinegar in a shot glass? No.
No,
And then
you find there's plenty of options. Something that would probably catch your eye is a bottle of this amber-looking whiskey that was sitting out on the counter.
Yeah, probably grab it. Not intentionally looking away or at or anything, but just acknowledging that there's people in the room and then going back to their room.
Okay. Is Kalal doing anything once back in the room?
I'm getting drunk, I'm doing drugs, and I'm going to bed.
Okay, so what drugs are you doing?
The only ones I have are the ones Bone Snap gave us.
Okay. So
unless I somehow got drugs and
are you taking
from
some of them,
Alda.
are you taking some of it or all of it?
The Kalile's experienced, but also very dumb, but would also be careful to not OD. Probably just some of it. Probably not all of it.
Okay.
So unless they somehow recognize it, but I don't know how good Kalile's memory would be for that.
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Character sheet. I don't know why I'm checking. I know it's a 0. Oh, it's actually a +1. 16.
So at a glance, you kind of look it over. This appears to be ecstasy dust. It is a hallucinogenic drug. Usually, it is usually likened to an acid drip.
Gotcha. Sorry, Chalupa just came back inside, and she's now barking.
Dog.
Yeah, they do that.
The dog's dogging.
There's no one in the door.
What's the dog doing?
Dogging.
I promise you there's no one at the door.
Nice.
Promise.
What is the
Okay.
dog doing?
The eternal question.
Are you done?
No.
No.
That was a very simple
Oh,
answer.
goodness.
Obviously.
Hey, do you take the ecstasy dust?
Yeah.
All right. Make me a con check.
Okay. 15. Hello, baby. Come here. Want some pets? You're too short yet to come up to me.
Roll me a d4.
Alrighty. 1.
That's fun.
Hell yeah.
1 Tarask.
One horrible nightmare.
So
That's what they all are.
Claude, you have a bit
Same.
of fish, you have a bit of whiskey, and then you take this ecstasy dust. And you start to feel light, and you can feel yourself feeling as though you're drifting off to sleep. Then you have a bit of a vision. You are standing in the lobby of some kind of theater. And approaching you, you are pretty sure is a griffin. They are standing on... They're essentially a biped griffin. They're wearing a top hat and a big puffy red bow tie.
Wood.
Hello there. Would you like to step up and try our new game?
Fuck it, sure. Let's go.
He'll reach out a hand and pull you into the next room. As you step into the next room, you can see a big theater, kind of similar to the one you all saw in Orif. And as you walk down past each of these rows of seats, you can see that they seem to warp and change, and you can see various creatures appearing in each of the seats, from different animals to just different people that look vaguely like people you've maybe seen before or maybe haven't. And he leads you onto the stage, and the stage starts to it starts to ripple, like standing in a body of water. The wood is rippling as water would, and it feels like you're in water. Now, you will be the star of the show. I need you to do one thing for me. Hold your breath and lean back.
I think I can do that. We'll do it.
So you hold your breath and you lean back and you start to sink into the stage, and you feel yourself, it feels like you've just jumped off of a high place into a body of water. You're descending kind of downward into darkness. And as you go down, you start to see different visions. You start to see people you very clearly know. You can see Lyre, you can see Phineas, you can see Ryland and Ramilda and Jeb. You can see all these different people as you start to kind of float down into the stage. It is very dark otherwise. They seem to appear as these specters.
Are you high off your balls too?
Yup.
And you reach the bottom, and you are now staring up at the ceiling in your room in the sanctum. And that is where your trip ends.
Well, that was a bit anticlimactic.
Does Kyle do anything else?
Well, they're still awake. So we'll get dressed in some, sleep clothes and just kind of do a loose patrol of the area.
So you can feel that it hasn't entirely worn off. In fact, at first it seemed like it just didn't really hit you as hard. But every now and then you feel like you see that griffin man just in the corner of your vision. And then when you look, he's not there.
It's your devil fucking with you.
You found the Hat Man.
He's a Hat Man.
He's in the goddamn walls.
He's in the goddamn
walls. Well, worst comes to worst, I'm still tripping. Best comes to best, I'm walking around the sanctum. So
they got me tripping.
And stumbling. But yeah, we'll not like fully alert, because as far as Kalile can remember, the sanctum is pretty safe, but just kind of making rounds, very much still doesn't sleep the best at night kind of thing. So until they're basically too exhausted to continue, we'll wander the sanctum and just kind of fall asleep wherever they end up.
Okay. Yeah, eventually you do fall asleep. And in your sleep, Kalile, you have a dream. It is very quiet and dark. You can see what look like shadows roiling around a large room. And then you feel a heartbeat. And you hear it. You can feel that pulse in your head. And you see, for a second, the image of Carulius. His eyes are wide, his mouth is open, and he is looking on at something with horror. And with him doing this, you can't see what he's looking at. You can only see his face. You're looking at him. He's looking past you. And then that heartbeat again. It's back to shadows, and nothing else seems to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do anything before they head to bed?
Jeb is snoring.
Phineas is passing the fuck out. He's done.
All right.
I'm dead.
I actually died last night.
Literally dead. Dies.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm literally
I died.
dying. Has 40 less HP than normal.
90 something less HP than normal.
100
Has 40 HP.
Yeah, health.
Yes.
You all get the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
Yeah.
Back to 117.
And yeah, you all awaken. You all reconvene.
Oh my god, my spell
Yag.
slots.
Yep.
Spare slots.
Okay, but how hungover is Romelda?
That's a good
I'm gonna
question.
make Gamma decide that. you decide
I'm gonna
how high-
say, Vermilda, make me a con check. Yeah, make me a Constitution check.
Alright.
So since
Okay.
you were really, you were really down in it, I'm gonna say it's probably a pretty high DC.
I spelled high wrong, but that's okay. I can just pretend I didn't finish.
Here we go.
Liar
Well.
today.
Liar did gay. Very nice. Yes, that is true.
Listen, I was hitting the main points.
The important ones.
Kyle got drunk and high.
Yeah.
drunk and
Only
hello.
got drunk and
Drunk and
sad.
hello.
And hi.
So, Romilda, you wake up. You're definitely feeling all that alcohol. It is sloshing around. And also your head is throbbing. So I'd say pretty hungover.
You're definitely gonna throw up when we teleport.
I don't know that. How much were you
Well.
drinking last night?
Are you alright?
I'm fine, just ignore me.
Okay.
If you insist.
Alright, what do you all do?
And I'm gonna walk over to one of the. I'm gonna get another bottle of alcohol.
Oh,
That's
boy.
not how you cure a hangover. That's a myth. Put it down.
It's worked pretty well for me in the past.
No.
Yeah, you're able to get a bottle of rum.
I feel like at this point we just have to let it happen.
I'm just gonna try to chug it down, but fail.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not very good, especially being hungover. You can feel every drop sloshing around in your stomach.
You know what they say? When you don't want to think, turn to the drink. And Kyle cheers and takes a swig of their own alcohol.
Oh my god.
It's 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning.
It's 7 in the morning.
Listen, day drinking, cool. This early? Why?
Morning
It's
drinking.
day.
Is
Morning drinking.
at least make like a mimosa or
That's
something.
an evening
Stop.
somewhere.
Is that 70%?
No, it isn't.
If I drink it this way, it doesn't dirty a cup and then we don't have to worry about it.
I'm
You could
so
just drink
concerned.
water.
I could.
That is not water.
Or like tea. Maybe
Tea's
a
not
juice of some
coffee.
kind.
Yeah, I
Coffee,
could.
Even.
These are all wonderful
Coffee.
suggestions. However, takes a swig.
I can't stop them. They're an adult. I can't stop them. They're an adult. I can't stop them.
Should we get Ursanine, or are we just gonna
I'm a
get her
little
when we get there?
concerned. Okay.
I feel like I wonder if I say that enough, my headache will eventually go away. Yeah, let's get Ursanine.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Door open. She steps out. Are you all ready?
Yes. Is everyone else ready? Good. All right, let's go.
All right. You go to the
I
circle.
don't think anyone was gonna refute you, but yeah.
Rock and roll the crew.
We're going.
Just in case
We're
everyone
out.
shut the fuck up, we're leaving.
Yeah, we're going.
All right. So you said you're
Yep,
taking the
goes.
circle to Strixik.
Yeah.
Yes.
Liar's giving tired
I
road
love it. I
trip
swear
dad.
Swear to God, if any of these bitches in Strixik need anything, we're busy. All right, we have things we need to do. Deal with.
So
Just so to remind you, the last time I talked to the mayor of Strixik, it was to warn him that the Umbral Usurper
He's
was
fine.
coming to town.
He's fine. He's fine. We're busy, okay?
He
Also,
does not need to worry
metagaming
about it.
Varaxis. Got warned
So-
about them as well, so.
You
He's
know it's
fine. We're busy.
so you take the circle.
Do not disturb science.
You take the circle to Strixik.
Oh
And
boy.
you end up in the temple. And stepping out, you don't see Cornelia or her wife anywhere. In fact, it's very quiet.
Well, hopefully everyone's evacuated.
Yeah. Oh, we can hope for the best.
Suppose we'll step out into the tune.
Outside.
Stepping out into the
Yeah.
town.
Oh no.
Please don't let the takeover have already happened.
Yeah.
We need to go through here. We have to deliver
come
this
on.
bear.
Stepping out into the town, you can see smoke
I changed the
rising
music, goddammit.
up into the air near the keep. And there seems to be no one outside.
Okay, so I'm all for just going through as fast as possible because there's still not really anything we can do about this.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
As fast as we can, Jeb. Just clarifying.
No.
As
No.
fast as the rest of us can. Keep up, don't go faster.
Ah,
Sorry to hold you back, bud, but we're only so fast.
holding back my
I'm
power.
at the back.
Well, I guess we could always meet you
What?
there, but
It's
I don't
probably
think
best that we
splitting
don't
up would
split
be
up.
a good idea, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's just hope everyone got out.
I guess we'll leave town or try to anyway.
Okay.
NOP.
Stop anywhere, look anywhere, or you just going straight out?
I'll take like
oh,
a
we have to go without a
glance.
guide again.
Yeah,
We'll be
I kind of
fine.
like...
We have Ursini, okay? We'll
Got
be
it.
fine.
You think we've been through these woods enough, but
Definitely probably like looking around, seeing if there's any like movement that someone is alive or
Yeah, I'm
didn't
gonna
get out.
make sure our shadows aren't being stupid again. Also,
Your shadows seem fine.
Stupid ass
Okay.
motherfucking
hey,
shadows.
people of Strixik, are any of you guys alive? Don't answer if you're dead.
That's what?
Distantly,
Well, it worked, right?
you hear. Hello?
oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah. Man, really hoping no one would answer.
I
We
think
have
we
to-
probably
Oh.
should deal with this.
Yeah. Denise is walking that way towards
Yeah.
the voice, towards the voices.
I mean, we could just let him. We could just let him die, but we probably shouldn't do that.
Denise's
does-
survivor's guilt says no.
He does pay us, so like.
That is oh, good point.
Clell, as you hear that voice, your mind is filled again for a moment with a dream. You just see Carulia standing there horrified.
Yo,
And
Umbral Usurper stuff.
making your way over, you can see that he's standing in the courtroom of the keep. And he is looking on. The place looks utterly destroyed, and he appears to be the only one still present.
Yo, so wanna give us a lowdown as to what happened, or?
He's gone.
No.
Chapin.
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of figured by the town being destroyed.
Now, when you say gone, do you mean like the funny little, figure of speech where like he's just left, or do you mean
No.
like dead?
The usurper got him. He
just
saved
got
That's
him?
not good.
Or is he dead?
We were getting attacked, and we were evacuating people, and the usurper made a move against me, and he jumped in the way.
At least he made up for all those years ago, right?
Okay, so not the time.
I don't know if he's dead, but the usurper consumed him.
What about everyone else in the town?
Everyone else was mostly able to get out. There were a few people that didn't make it.
Well, you did what you could.
It was hard. I had to really try to convince Alvis and Hodge to get to safety.
Did they?
They did. Oh, they're not in a good state right now.
I wouldn't think so.
I can't believe he did that.
I'm not surprised.
I feel bad.
Wasn't your fault.
You think he felt like he owed it to me after all these years?
Probably.
I shouldn't have been rude to him.
No, it's... You were... The way you felt was understandable, and it's not... You couldn't have known everything.
Yeah, you being nice wouldn't have, kept the usurper from coming here anyway.
And something tells me even if you didn't know each other all those years ago, then Chapin would have done the same thing.
What do we do?
We keep going.
There's not much we can do for this town. Not now. We have a plan to take down the usurper, but until we know where the usurper is and have the proper time to prepare, we can't really do anything.
Right. Whenever you do, I want to go with you.
Of course.
You're sure?
I mean, if it means I can avenge Chapin, then yeah.
Well, okay.
I think I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything lingering, and if people can start coming back, or what the deal is. Fisk was able to get everyone to relative safety, but Fisk looked like he got hit pretty hard too.
If you can find anything, I'm sure it would be helpful. We have somewhere we need to be right now.
Right. I guess I'll catch up with you at the sanctum.
You want a drink?
Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
Okay.
Still 7 in the morning.
He's having a rough time, I think.
I think that wouldn't help.
Okay.
Alcohol isn't really, a solution to one's problems.
Distraction.
It's
It's a good
helping me.
distraction. Helping is a relative term.
Yeah,
Just continue to speak up. Whatever you say.
Okay.
she is going to get alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Yep. She'll be fine.
Maybe.
I'll keep an eye on her. And that one, not to Lyle.
Hey, I'm a professional. I've been doing this for years. It's fine.
Concerning.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys. Just, thought you should know your employer might be dead.
Yeah.
I know.
Damn it, we're not gonna get paid anymore.
Oh, we're not gonna get paid! Damn it!
Damn it, we ain't getting paid.
So
Fuck.
Now we're gonna be.
Rose beret
Now
on the
we're
ground.
going to become so
We're
poor with
so
no income.
poor.
No.
No, we're already poor.
Now we're gonna be even more poor. We're gonna get evicted from the sanctum.
You all do.
I guess.
Press on.
Going.
All right. You all leave Cruelius behind and press on. You heading back toward the temple.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I hope he.
It smells like broken here.
Us and our. Hold on.
Also, I
Don't
love
pally.
just
They don't-
saying
they
the
don't-
lyrics of Bury the Light.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Us and our
No, though.
25,000 gold pieces.
They don't
I
need to
think-
know
I
our
think-
tax information.
I think Ryland's still with us.
Yeah, he is.
I'm assuming he came
Oh my
on with
god,
us,
he
yeah.
fucking died.
Sorry, I killed him last night. Oopsies!
Yeah, Ryland's
My
still,
My
bad.
hand slipped.
Ryland is still with them.
I'm assuming that's the null you're asking about. I don't know. There might be others.
Good
I
null.
can't remember all the NPCs.
No, I guess I only
I'm
have.
Gnutta Gnoblin.
I'm gonna.
Gnome.
You all
Gnome.
Gnome and Gnoblin.
Gnady.
Phineas, is it true about what they say about gnolls?
Yeah. What am I agreeing to?
Is it true?
Big Pete. Never mind.
I like how it's not like big bibaba means big penis. It just is big penis.
Big penis.
There's no such thing as an average dick size with gnolls because they're all just massive.
That is the
There's no
average.
point in calling this anything but large.
Their passive perception's all off the charts, man.
It's
They all have big
pee-pee.
pee-pee.
I got a big PP.
Yeah, but what is the Ryland's pee-pee?
Huh?
Passive. What's his passive?
What's the passive
Perception.
perception?
15.
Yeah. Oh.
Average pee-pee.
Yeah,
Actually, it's
pee-pee.
it's pretty big. You need a +5 at least, so.
Okay, pee-pee.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway. Damn, that bitch dead. How big's your dick?
I picture dick though.
Average
it
Kalile
says that-
conversation.
So sad that Chapin's dead. Anyway, Ryland, how big is your fiance's dick?
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Don't answer that.
Moving on, I guess.
Ryland blushes.
Takes a swig.
Anyway, yeah, we're walking through these woods.
Speak to Lyle, can I have some?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Come on, man. I thought you were on my side about this.
Shut.
Breakfast beer.
Into the woods.
Breakfast beer.
Breakfast whiskey.
Probably vodka. Oh, is it whiskey? Is it vodka? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Kalile
No,
had whiskey.
Jane. I
Breakfast or whiskey.
used to go to sleep with Animal Planet on, like on my TV back in like elementary, middle school, and One time I woke up in the middle of the night to this horrific screaming, and it was because they were playing hyena births. Like, they were showing videos of hyena births, and it's some of the most horrifying stuff I think I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of stuff. And, like, for a solid week, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, why did they decide that? And sometimes it gets stuck, so they have to bite it off. It is the worst. It is the worst. Like, what in the evolutionary chain decided
is it worth the knoll births?
I've never seen a knoll birth. Because knolls aren't real.
Yeah, but like, what happens in them? It's also quite horrific.
I don't.
It's just saying, I do not encourage anyone to observe hyena birth.
Keep going, Nico.
I'll elaborate another time.
No, right now.
I'll elaborate after.
Okay.
As much as I love hyenas, yeah, don't Google that.
No. It is probably one of the most scarring things I've ever seen. I don't remember a lot of things, but I remember that.
Yeah. Who is leading the way through the woods?
Not Kalile.
Jeb, I imagine.
Jeb, please go first.
Is Jeb leading the way?
You're leading us.
He sure is.
Alright, make that survival.
Don't.
Serby Bay.
Remember the flesh spider? Remember how it's roaming around these woods? Yeah.
Not our problem.
It kind of is.
Maybe the usurper killed it.
Oh.
Maybe.
12. So, as you all are making your way, you notice something's a bit different. The woods...
Different.
You notice that the woods have they're a lot more misty than they normally are. And also the leaves on the trees seem to be changing to that of a more vibrant, kind of more pinkish purple color.
Who the hell getting zooted in these woods?
Season changing.
They would.
Okay.
Oh, there's a weird voice.
Influence is remaining.
Never mind.
It's been quite some time.
So you're getting zooted in the woods. See,
It's not zooting.
I know it's a figure of speech.
I mean, we could make it suiting, but maybe not right now.
It's figure of speech, but I don't think it applies here.
Ursanine, you're the one causing the fog and stuff. Not directly, but
Yes, it's
there you go.
the woods
Point stands.
awakening to my presence.
No, it's a lot nicer than the other fog that used to be in here.
Yeah.
Ah, the eyeless.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Dead. Now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more peaceful then.
It was supposed to be.
Well, tell you what, I can get us back to the temple a lot quicker.
Why didn't you say that before?
There's a certain tree around here that I use. Give me a moment.
I've been sitting on my hand and now it's purple.
I wonder
Purple
why.
hand.
That's not a good.
Why?
I was like, oh wait, I can't feel my hands.
And why? Just why?
Why Urple?
Why?
And-
Purple.
And why is she Orpal?
And why hand Orpal?
So, Ursanine looks around for a bit, and she leads you all over to a tree, which, Phineas, you recognize this tree as the tree that you wrapped the rope around once.
Yo!
Fate.
Here it is. Everyone touch the tree.
Or went out for the homies
Touch.
and then touched the tree.
So, you all touch the tree, and the mist around you starts to get thicker until you can't see past a couple of feet. And then you feel the wind around you start to swirl as you all are teleported.
I love teleported.
Woo, 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 woo.
Then you all reemerge from a very familiar tree. You all
Hey, tree.
are in the temple, in the room where you last spoke with the Primevorsus.
Yeah. I can
I've
only
been
get your friends
reincarnated as
released
an
from the tree.
acorn.
Should we have told them we were coming so they don't like jump on us?
No, it's fine.
They probably won't. We
Okay.
do have their mother with us.
We'll figure it out.
Gonna go crying to their mom. No, we're stuck in the material plane.
No.
Quite some time since I've been here. Since I've been desired, anyway. You see the familiar specter of the primeval Ursus emerge before it solidifies into a more corporeal form. You see the large two-headed bear.
Mother, you've returned.
Yes, what do
Well,
you want
I
of me now? Suppose you wanted something from me since you called me back here. All right.
We seek to spread your influence again. We've made a deal with Phineas that we would contain it to the forest between Strixik and Selland.
And you would release this one's folks that they care for.
Yes. You may have your friends back. A deal's a deal.
The Primevorsus makes contact with the tree. And you see its twisting roots unknot themselves, spiraling until finally standing there in a state of stasis are two 16-year-olds who you recognize as Callie and Alex. One a furbolg, the other a human.
Immediately running up.
They drop to the ground, and you see that they are very abruptly drawing in breath, as though they had just had the wind knocked out of them.
Breath holding competition.
Phineas will be there to catch him. Hey, breathe. Come on. We're getting you out of here.
Finn?
Hi.
You look so
Just,
much. You look so much older.
yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot. I kept my promise, though, so it's okay.
What's going on? Yeah, but where are we?
It's such a long story. I'll tell y'all everything, okay? I promise. We're gonna get you out of here for right now, alright?
Okay.
And kind of just guide them back to the group.
Yeah, you
Very
can
much
see-
standing in front of them, like,
Based
Gave
don't
on,
touch them.
based on how they're moving, it almost looks as though they're relearning to walk because it's been
Mazel
so
tov.
long.
No, Phineas did not give birth.
Oh, okay. I kind of
Treated.
forgot.
I do too sometimes, it's okay.
There you are, as promised. Mother, we require your assistance.
How ironic that. Alright, lead the way. And I'll be off to somewhere I'm wanted. Go on. the three disappear.
Right. So,
That was a bit smoother than I was expecting.
Honestly, I thought
Yes.
there would be a fight, but yeah.
Easy.
So, these are my friends, Alex and Callie. You two, these are the moving targets. My adventuring party group, I don't know.
We can
And
handle
like-
a
drink?
lot.
We don't offer them a drink. Put it down.
How old are they?
16.
Not right
Oh.
after they got out of being a tree, maybe?
Hey, it's just to unwind.
Sometimes that's just
Hey,
what you
jeez.
need.
Loosen up. I'm sure they're stiff.
Would you like some water, maybe?
Yeah, and food.
I'm not really hungry. Are you, Alex? No, not really. Just kind of dizzy, really. So what happened? Where are we?
We're in the Primeval Ursus temple. It kind of.
The
I don't know.
primeval. Is it like the tale your father used to tell you?
That's the one. Yeah, they're real. A little too real.
Very evil.
Very not good. They kind of just suck. You don't remember much, do you?
No, so I remember going into the woods and there was a bear, I think. It's foggy. I don't really remember.
Kind of where it stopped. I don't know if. Jeez, you're still kids. I don't know if you died or were just technically taken. You've just been here for a long time.
In fact, how old is Phineas?
24, maybe?
24.
We're gonna throw that one out there.
25.
Because I don't
Please,
think I've given him.
If you want to reference the character
28.
Chandler's 28.
Seriously?
Old ass.
I'm still older.
Okay, 28. I forget how
If
old
we're doing
all
an
my characters-
older competition.
No, it's not
Grandpa.
against Jeb. Jeb's officially grandpa.
Yeah, that would be cheating.
Jeb is an old man.
I haven't thought about
Jeb's
how old
everybody's
Phineas was
grandpapa.
in ever. So, how old did I put in Legend Keeper? I think it's like 22. It's all over the place.
Rapidly fluctuating age.
Benjamin Button.
Let's just say he's in his mid-20s.
We're putting it 28.
Leave it at
We're going
that.
with what the channel is because I know for sure I did the math when I did it in the channel.
It has been 12 years.
Oh,
Goddamn.
I think the point right now is you're not where you're supposed to be. We're not even in Aurelia anymore.
Oh.
Damn, you got taken across continents? Wild.
Crazy. Magically insane.
You had your time taken from you. I think that's more wild.
Yeah, but at least I was still, like, here.
Man.
Yeah, but you.
I mean,
were
you
10.
did go to the time lake and all that, so you weren't technically always here.
Anyway, what are we doing now?
That's not important.
It's not.
We gotta figure out how to get you two home.
Wait, so where are we exactly?
Roosevelt. I can't. Oh my god.
Rosvaldus.
Roosevelt.
Just remember the Rusvoldusy and take out the Ussy part.
Roosevelt. Okay, the Roosevelt.
So this is how it is now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. My brain is mush.
Valdis.
Your brain is much. My character's just drunk. He has no idea what the hell is going on.
don't think I've ever heard of Resvoldus.
It's another continent.
My home turf. Heard of it now. Don't forget about it.
It's mysterious.
Gonna be kind of
Hard
hard to
Far
forget
off.
about it when we're
it.
It
scared.
has like
it.
20 curses to it.
Okay. I think Aurelia has a lot of curses too, but that's...
Yeah.
I was only in
Besides the
Aurelia for
point.
2 years, and that was still far better than any of my time here.
Aurelia is
So-
pretty nice. Shit's pretty fucked here. I'm not gonna... Don't repeat the... Okay.
How old are they?
16?
And you were 16?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When everything... Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think they can hear fuck.
Okay.
It's not-
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was kind of more of like the younger Kalile instinct taking over, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot's changing.
Wait, so how did you guys meet?
On a boat.
Boat. Technically before the boat, but
Yeah, we met
Oh.
before the boat.
On the dock.
We what did we
It was
do?
on
Oh yeah,
Snap.
we beat up some guys, right? Outside of a bar.
Uh-huh.
Is that it?
Sure.
Bone Snap creeped us out.
Yeah, Bone Snap was involved.
Something like that.
I remember it like it was
And then there was
just
this boat.
yesterday.
You do?
Jeb looks wistfully off into the distance, as if
It was
he's
like-
having a flashback.
Looks
It was
back
like 2 months
43
ago.
episodes.
yeah. Kalile's like, I don't remember shit.
It was like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
Like it was only yesterday.
Sure.
I think Jeb's got a crick in his neck. He keeps looking off to the side like that.
Don't think Jeb is okay
He's
right
just
now.
doing it multiple times.
It was all...
Do you know how?
Is he having a heart attack? Should we
I don't know.
like... Is this like...
My heart doesn't attack me. I
It's just
attack
like-
my heart.
My heart
It's
has learned
time.
stunning strike on itself.
It could be
Okay.
a stroke. Is it a stroke? I don't know what a
Wow.
stroke looks like.
Aneurysm,
My dad did
go!
not teach me very well.
I don't
Oh,
know how to
Phineas.
swim, so I can't stroke. Sorry.
Phineas, did you ever mention points at Roland?
Oh,
That
yeah.
one.
This is my... this is Ryland, and... this is
They're
my...
in love.
I'm going to murder you. This is my fiance.
Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet both of you too. Just gives his usual big goofy smile. He's trying his best not to look threatening.
It's not working right now.
He's doing.
It's
his
okay.
best.
He had a
Doing his
pencil. He had a
best.
pencil the other day.
He's not dangerous.
He is doing his best.
Right. Well, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get you two back to Aurelia at this moment, but we have a place you can stay for now.
Well, we could always call him.
I don't want
Mhm.
to do that.
Then they can stay in the sanctum until.
I mean, he takes
Kinsey
care of
is-
him, right?
Maybe Kinsey's feeling up to it. He does have his Pegasi.
That's true.
That's a lot. It's a lot farther though than.
Well, you don't like the other
fine.
option, so I'm just throwing it out there.
The other option constantly offers us drugs.
And they're honestly pretty poor quality from what I've seen.
Did
From
you
what
take
you've
some?
seen.
Actually, I knew you took them. I saw you took them out of my bag.
Yeah.
And I 100% technical.
And I knew you took him because I saw you in my dreams.
What?
I didn't remember
Asked
seeing you,
a
Jeb.
question.
Hey,
What'd you ask?
Are you high too? Or something like that?
do you constantly
Oh.
blow up in your room, Jeb?
Were you high last night?
No.
Show of hands who was high last night.
Kalile will raise his hand and kind of like jumps on the
Charlie
feet a little bit.
raises
I was.
his
I was.
We know you were. We know.
Charlie raises a paw.
Oh,
That doesn't.
Okay, you were high.
What?
Charlie
You know
was
what?
high.
Good for you, Charlie.
Remelda is still drunk. Hi, Remelda. Are you doing all right?
I'm good over there.
I wonder if I could push her
Just
over.
looking at the children.
Stop. You looking at them like that? They're
Are you good? Do you like water, maybe? Like some crackers, something to eat?
Hey, don't I know you? You look.
Yeah,
Just gonna hold my
you made fun of my god a lot.
No,
And
no. I swore. Then I. Oh. What?
what?
I was gonna touch
Yeah,
my hand head.
you like
What's going on?
you like poked me a bunch after you transformed.
I don't remember
because you
alcohol
really wanted
causing
me-
amnesia.
I don't.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
over and
so,
like poke
in
Romilda on the
general-
side of the head a bunch. Did you hit your head
Aw.
on something?
Okay, maybe don't poke Romilda when
I'm
she's
checking
drunk.
for injuries.
I think she
That's
would
not
bite
how
you.
you check for injuries.
If it hurts, she'll react. Injury found.
And how is that helpful?
Then we can treat the injury.
By making it worse?
Just poking it for a second.
It might make it worse. What if you reopen
Too late.
something?
I've already been poking. There's no
Oh,
point in telling me to
God,
stop.
Well, stop right now. You're actively poking.
Oh my god. You guys are ridiculous.
Remind me to not leave you around a baby's soft head.
Oh
Go
my
pull-
God.
Why would I ever want to be near a child?
Okay,
There's
that's a
literally
little
two right
over.
there. There's two right there. You were a child like
Ha.
a week ago.
Yeah, and I
I was
squirmed
a
at the thought
child
of it.
once.
Meanwhile, while this
We
is
all
happening,
were.
while this conversation's happening, Callie and Alex are just looking between everyone, like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah, I will say
Wait,
while
adults, oh
Rylan was
no.
like trying to not look intimidating, Kalile was trying their best to be intimidating. Clearly not a fan of small children.
They're
More children in
16!
Yeah, still.
60.
Grandma.
And Kalile is nearly 30. They are children.
You were younger than them a week ago.
Yeah, so I don't remember that. Doesn't matter.
We're going home. We're going
Yeah,
home.
let's go. We're gonna go, and we're gonna go back to the temple. You should give them access first, and I'll draw a circle. Remember, please do
God.
not throw up.
I'm still looking at Alex. He's like,
Pentatonic. Okay.
Okay, they'll be fine. She just needs to like lay down, maybe.
Yeah, sleep. Sleep would be great. I already feel like I
should
need a
we
nap at
advise these
10
two about the
a.m.
big old dragon and?
Yes, Ozathander, he won't hurt you.
Oh wow, we actually warned someone.
They're kid. Okay.
I counted.
Excuse me.
Okay.
He might look scary, but I promise he's not. And there's a lot of people up there. They're all really nice. We're not going to talk about that one.
Who were you thinking of?
One who's just like creeping around.
Lorenz.
Oh, that
Yeah,
weirdo?
Lorenz.
No, it's okay. All of the other mean people are currently down here with us. So
Yeah. All the mean people are in this group, and you see how nice they are. So we're just gonna go.
Yeah, hold on. I'll hold on tight. Make sure you don't fall over. Kind of just put a
And,
shoulder one on each of the kids and just
Lyle?
smile down at them. I'm
Please
just
don't.
making sure they don't fall over.
please don't vomit
We-
in the circle.
I can.
Also, Romelda already does it every time. That's really gross.
That's why I'm testing my whole if I hold you still theory. Maybe it helps. Because
Why do you have to
wouldn't
do
let
it
me.
on them?
Because you guys don't get sick from teleporting.
I mean,
least not that
Ronaldo
I've
seems
noticed.
like
I'm
in a
gonna
good.
I am going to cast teleportation circle. I'm gonna draw it.
All right.
Just-
Draw the circle.
This conversation.
We're done.
Return to the Saints.
We're so good at first impressions.
Just very creepily smiling down at Alex and the other one. I didn't catch the name.
Callie.
Callie.
Callie. Welcome to the group.
So, yeah, you all teleport back to the sanctum. They seem fine. Like they don't seem disturbed by it at all.
So only one
See,
of us isn't
it worked.
normal.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Freak. I ain't
I'm gonna let you take care of all that. I'm gonna take Romilda to bed, maybe.
Yeah. Good idea.
I'll clean up the vomit with.
Yeah, you're able to prestidigitate it away.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
Romelda, we're gonna.
wait.
Mm,
I'm not letting her take the good alcohol to her room. I will collect the vodka
okay.
and put it back in the kitchen.
Romelda, we're gonna go take a nap, okay? Just a little sleep, and I'll get you some water, maybe something. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yes, master. I'm sorry that.
Don't. Oh. Okay. We'll talk about that later. We're gonna. Yeah, she's gonna take Romelda back to her room and lay her down, and get her some fucking water and crackers.
Yeah, you are able to get Romilda some stuff
Chicken noodle
for
soup.
hangover.
Chicken noodle.
Nice greasy grilled cheese.
No.
Romelda's not touching any of it, by the way.
With
She's just
cow.
letting it sit
Yeah.
Really?
I know what'll help your hangover. Full dead cow.
He's just
I'm not
gonna. He's
grilling
just
you a
gonna leave it
cheese.
there.
Grilled cheese.
I mean, to be fair, the
Yeah,
cow
no.
the cow would at least absorb some of the alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Fermented
leave
cow.
it next to
Aw.
her and kind of, pat on the shoulder. Okay, just try and get some rest, maybe. And,
I'm just staring at the wall, completely lost.
okay.
You could knock her out.
Oh my god.
he's just gonna like maneuver her into a laying down position and then put one of his hands over her eyes to trick her into falling asleep.
Just throw a blanket over her. Sleep.
It's nighttime.
Sleep. I'm tricking your brain tonight.
Yeah, you're able to
Okay.
lay her down. I imagine you lay her on her side.
Yeah.
No.
I just put a
Yeah.
blanket and then a pillow and then my hands for a few seconds until you hear it start snoring. And then you're good.
Yeah.
First you pinch the nose and then you put one hand over. You can use a pillow
And
for
when they've
this.
stopped trying to grab your wrist, you know you're done.
Yes,
We're a
no.
horrible family.
Leave. Go back.
You get Romilda settled in.
Yeah.
Phineas will kind of slowly take the kiddos around. Just be like, okay, this is Ozzy. Again, scary, not scary, don't worry about him.
Hello.
Oh, hi. It's nice to meet you. Zathander do a smile, and it's very
You're friends.
very terrifying. It's a smile though. He's trying his best.
And just kind of guide him around the rest of the sanctum. Kind of, my place is your place. And find him a room.
Yeah, you're able to get them settled into a room.
Right. Probably just. I don't even know if you're tired, but it's a lot. I know we're all a lot.
We're just kind of, like I said, feel a bit dizzy, but other than that, I guess I could go for a nap. Yeah.
The best way to not feel dizzy is to spin around really fast until you reorient.
Oh, Lyle.
What? Just passing by. Have fun with your tour.
If Kalile tells you to do anything, don't listen to them.
Don't go in my room.
Don't go in his room. There's drugs in there.
I guess, whenever you're ready to kind of fill us in, we're ready.
Yeah. Okay. And he'll just kind of close the door and just relay everything that happened that night of the promise he made and what he failed at doing and everything that's happened since then.
Ooh, expedition at 7th level.
Mm-hmm.
Exposition, not expedition.
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 We're going on a
Zooming.
trip in our favorite
Favorite
pirate
rocket
ship.
ship. With cruise.
It's the sanctum.
So, you fill them in on
stretch.
everything that happened. They seem very invested in hearing everything. They're very focused on it. They wait till you finish before they ask any questions or anything. Callie, she looks your way. You didn't feel like that was your fault, did you?
There was no feeling to it. There was.
We don't blame you. Yeah, we were all going together. It wasn't your fault. I don't think, we maybe not the smartest thing for us to have done. But, we just wanted to be adventurers at the time, and, well, look at you now.
What's an adventure without something to go after, right? You two are my something.
I'll both give you a hug.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for not giving up on us.
Never would have thought about it.
It means more to me than anything that might have happened. You didn't give up on us, and we're here now, we're safe now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're right. And we're gonna get you home. I'm sure your parents will be incredibly confused, but happy.
Yeah, I don't know how that conversation's going to go. I mean,
There's gonna be a lot of conversations to be had.
I guess my dad won't be that confused. I mean, he is a wizard.
True.
No, maybe that'll make him more concerned. I don't know. I suppose we'll find out.
You get kidnapped by the primeval Urses, and I mean, there's not much more explaining to do than that, really.
So, he put us in a tree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, it's kind of their thing. It was like a fey tree.
Is that why I've had the funny taste in my mouth since we woke up?
Probably.
It tastes like honey?
Tree bark. Oh.
Have they been eating souls?
What you been eating, kids?
What have you been eating while you've been inside the tree?
I guess. I mean, it was a magical tree, so I wouldn't think it tastes bad.
I mean, we aren't hungry, so maybe it was feeding us?
You were definitely sustained. I mean, you're alive, so it wasn't like you were frozen.
Sure, but
Just
we didn't
preserved.
age either.
I guess so.
I wonder what that means for us. Are we gonna be stuck like this, or do we just start aging now?
I don't think you'll be stuck like that. I don't. Age is a very weird thing here. Lyle was 10 last week.
Yeah.
We both
So-
look very confused that last week.
Puberty, man. Rough shit.
Why are you on the other side of the door?
Because you wouldn't let me in. And I got bored walking around, so now I'm back here.
You can walk in.
Walks through the door.
Yep. Oh.
I'll fix
Now we
that.
have to replace the door. Yeah, he was.
I probably won't fix it.
No, he won't. They were a lot shorter last time. Puntable.
Excuse me?
I didn't say anything.
You should have
You're
done
quite
it.
puntable.
Puntable.
You
Can we
and your friends
cast-
there are quite puntable.
Can we cast enlarge reduce on Kalile do
Kalile.
reduce just so we can get that punting in?
Fair.
Because here's the thing, it's not as wrong anymore because you're not a
You're an
child.
adult. He deserves it.
So take it.
Hey, go ahead. Make Kalile angry. Have fun.
Yeah, it's a lot. Nothing we haven't figured out though, so maybe we can ask around. Hey, if you need time, we have the champion of Granolda, so
Oh, Kelly thinks about it for a moment. Ronaldo she sounds familiar. I know she has something to do with time.
yeah, goddess of time.
I'm pretty sure Cronaldo would be happy to never see me again, but I'd love to see her
Probably.
again.
I would honestly love for you to see Granolda again. I think you
Mhm.
deserve that.
Yeah.
If only to drink the time lake.
Honestly, I have the soul. Give me the time drink. What if I put some of the time liquid in the jar with the soul and stirred it up into like a smoothie?
Smoothie. Yep.
Smoothie.
It's giving Kool-Aid energy, and that's all I need.
What's Kool-Aid?
That's a great question.
I feel like distantly liar just got a serious ache.
Something's wrong.
Yeah,
Headache.
Lyra's getting sympathy pains. Like, oh.
I think he's just getting a headache.
How quickly do you think you
Stupid
have
again.
to drink?
Cranes.
Just being stupid again. I can just.
Well, that's why I'm saying I mix them together, because that way, if in the off chance I can't finish either one of them, at least I've tasted them both by the time I'm gone,
I
right?
don't feel like the soul would be that fast though, so I think you have to. Hey, you two, you didn't hear any of this conversation. Don't
So you
eat
think, like,
souls. Don't drink time water.
Soul first, and then Time Lake Chaser.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I hear you.
Soul shot.
They
Time
just
Lake Chaser.
look very confused, but they don't question this conversation.
But then, how would anybody else know what those taste like? I mean, you would.
I'll
know,
try
because
to
you're-
say like really fast.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cast a spell called exposition or something.
Believe it or not, I don't have that spell anymore since I got my
Oh,
time.
really? That's wow. Yeah.
Turns
that
out I'm a
one
lot
worked really
worse with
well.
words than I was for some reason.
That's strange. It's almost like something went down statistically. Anyway,
No, not even statistically. Just this Kalile doesn't care enough.
just this one.
Ugh, talking is hard. Anyway, moving on.
Talking is hard.
Yeah, that is what Kalile's gonna do. Skyrim inventory,
Oh, by
crunch,
the nine,
crunch.
I'm completely-
Ooh, that really hurt. Hold on, dragon eats an entire wheel of cheese. Soul
Okay.
Baja Blast.
My favorite.
Bless.
A new flavor coming to Taco Bell.
I drink it.
Blaster. Right. You didn't hear any of that conversation. If Lyra asks, you weren't here.
You can tell him about my half. I don't care.
Oh, right. I won't ask.
Probably for the best. Anyway, we know a thing or two about time. That's why we sell time insurance. That's not
When did we start doing that?
side hustle because we're so poor.
Oh,
Migraine gets bigger. Just like,
Do you guys want time insurance? We might. It might come in handy if you get captured by something again.
That's true. We're not going to sell the 16-year-olds time insurance, but we really should.
Why not? They have
start.
more time than most adults. They still
No.
have so much more life left.
So dark. Anyway. Yeah, get some rest if you need us. If you need me, mine and Ryland's room, right down there. Showed you. Kitchen's open, bathhouse's open. Just make yourself at home.
If you bump into me while I'm walking around at night, that's your fault. I literally glow, so try not to do that.
Was that a threat?
They just nod.
Stop threatening them.
If anything, it was a warning. All right.
It
was
that
guidance.
Falls in line with
It was advice.
Stop! You can't just saying other words and making it not sound like a threat.
I'm gonna go now.
That's a good idea.
It's like 10 a.m.
Yeah, it is.
You're screaming from Phineas's room.
What time is it?
It's not 10 a.m., but it's still very early.
Yeah, it's super early.
It is essentially noon.
Hey, but we should get on that time insurance thing. We can make it.
I'm gonna go find something to eat for lunch.
There's probably some leftover fish still in the kitchen.
I don't want fish.
Valid.
Damn.
I don't like fish.
Do not want fish.
Do not the fish.
Do not the fish.
I feel like Lyre's probably on there getting, after getting food from for Romilda, which was not eaten, so he took it back. Oh. Hey. Well.
Hey.
What were you yelling about? Really loud?
I was just letting the new guys know that I tend to wander around at night, so if they see me, that's what's going on.
Like the very long conversation where you were talking about like time insurance or something.
Oh yeah, so we were talking to what's their faces, and we were like, man, we should probably give you time insurance. If you since you're 16, you're not supposed to be 16.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
It could be.
Okay, well that explains what
Phineas says it was. So
that explains why I had a migraine. Got it.
Yeah. Also, we had this new idea, or just me, not Phineas at all, ever. Just me. So next time I go to visit Cronaldo, because I will definitely visit her again. There definitely will be. I will find a way.
Yeah.
Next time I go to visit Cronaldo, I'm gonna take some of the time and put it in the little soul jar that I got. Have some of the soul first, see what that tastes like, and then chase it with the time, because the time will probably kill me a lot faster than the soul. But that's kind of the plan we've devised in order to figure out what these things taste like.
Okay, so couple issues. One, I'm not letting you up back into Cronaldo's realm ever.
I'm sure there's other ways.
Two, Cronaldo would not let you take time from the time lake. Just wouldn't.
I'm
wouldn't
very
let that
persuasive
happen.
when I want to be.
I don't. It's a little bit like. It's just not gonna work because she's the demigoddess of time.
It's not like I want to do anything bad with it. I just want to know what it tastes like.
We've already been over this, and I've told you what it tastes like.
I want to experience what it tastes like. Yes, that's why it's the last thing on the bucket list. That's why I have to do the soul and then the I know. It was worked into the plan.
But why don't you just do neither?
Because then that's two things that I'll never know what they taste like, you know?
Oh, there's the migraine again. I am going to go figure out what we're doing when Romilda gets up. I'm gonna go do that. You have fun fantasizing about ways to kill yourself. I'm gone.
Okay.
Challenge accepted.
That's the opposite of what my therapist told me.
Speaking of Romilda,
Is this passive or active?
Constant.
Romilda, you're laying there in your room, and you're just kind of fighting off your hangover. You doing anything else?
I'm gonna get up and just start trashing my room.
Oh.
So you
Just
go
everything with my hands on, I walk away.
you go to get up and do that. And you swear that in the corner of the room there's this sludge. It looks at first glance it just looks like vomit. But then you see an eye appear in it.
Oh. Eyeballs are never good.
And then
Eat it.
another. And another. Until there are somewhere between 30 to 40 eyes. You can see a mouth forming. And it gets bigger. And then the room darkens around you.
Okay.
There's no door. Just this sludge creature. And you. It's dark. And cold. Ramilda.
I sensed your anguish.
Get out of here, you fucker.
Who are you?
I am an opportunity.
For
You
what?
despise the gods, don't you?
God damn it.
Gonna glare slightly. Yes, I am. Hate some. Do you know this?
Again, I can sense your anguish, your agony. Very palatable. How would you
What
like
do you want?
to strike them down?
What's your name? I'm gonna start moving my hand slightly to my blade.
You start to move your hand to your blade, and your blade melts into a puddle.
Hot.
And it joins the rest of this entity.
Oh, no. That won't be necessary. You can call me Carnage.
Is that your real name?
It is what the people call me. You desire power, don't you?
Hey, I want many things.
Then join me and they're yours for the taking. A bond between you and me.
Can I do a perception check to see if he's speaking genuinely?
What do you mean by generally?
Like, there's no hidden meaning or any. Like, I look into his eyes to see if that's the only thing he's offering me.
Make an insight check.
Alright. It's gonna go boldly. Let me see. Ooh. Alright.
Excuse me.
Look. It's alright. How bad is this loading?
Owlbear, get your shit together.
Come on, Owlbear.
+7. That is 19.
Despite this entity's sinister demeanor, you sense that there is genuine, perhaps genuine hope, or at least from what you're able to discern, they don't seem like they're trying to deceive you.
Your anger is a tool that you can use to attain greatness. Allow me to hone it.
I'm going to reach out my hand very hesitantly. More like a handshake kind of gesture.
Forming from this mass is a large oozing claw. It shakes your
Me too.
hand. And as it does so, you feel a surge of energy run through your body. It is freezing cold. You can feel the shiver run through you. You feel as though you've been thrown out into a blizzard with nothing to shield you from the elements. It is freezing and quite uncomfortable. And it is also very sobering. You can feel the hangover that you have been suffering from. You feel it fade away. Your senses feel as sharp as they perhaps have in days. And forming around your hand, you can see that ooze seems to crawl up your arm until your arm has grown a bit bigger, adorned with this sludge as it hardens into something more stone-like. And in the center of your palm, you can see is a stone eye.
We have become one.
I'm going to start maniacally laughing. Finally. Bench.
Your destiny is yours to shape. Go out and take it.
Oh, I will, my friend. I will.
Excellent.
And with that, you see the room go back to how it was, and that energy as it's pulsing through you, you start to feel tired. And very peacefully, as that chilling feeling starts to leave your body and you return to a more comfortable body temperature, you drift off to sleep. While this is going on, Who has the orb?
Lyle.
Khalil. Kyle.
Kyle.
So, Kalile, you've got the orb. You start to feel it quivering.
I put down the various bottles that I was in the process of bringing to my room. Answer. Hello?
Ah, hello. Is
Hey?
is Liar there?
Maybe.
Well, it is me, Caslo.
Mm-hmm. Do you
May
need something?
May I speak with Liar?
Liar!
What?
Someone's on the orb.
Okay.
They want to talk to you.
Okay. I'll come over. I don't remember who the fuck this is. Caslo.
Caslo is fellow champion of Cornalda.
Yes.
One that gave you the contraption.
The contraption. I love contraptions, dude.
Hello, Liar.
Gizmos do his
Oh, Caslo.
Yes.
Uh,
I wanted to tell you that I dealt with another time anomaly and was able to return time to them.
that is good. We're dealing with one right now. We still need to get time for. I don't remember who it is. The fucking priest, right? Gemma.
Yes, you do still need to get time for Bertram.
How much?
So you got 25 years?
I think so.
Check, I think I
You
wrote
take
it.
time from Phineas's siblings. I
Mm.
mean, what?
Hello?
Huh?
Who said that?
Weird. Where'd that idea come from?
Oh, what a strange
I just had an idea.
Aging these two up like that.
Welcome to the aging club.
Hey guys, I figured out your time problem.
It's real fun, I promise.
You didn't get to live your childhood. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Woody Fazbear?
Woody Fazbear.
Woody
It appears
Fazbear.
that it did not write down how much time it was, so we're gonna say it was 25 years.
How much does he owe?
I think it was 75.
Okay, so he owes 50 more years.
I'll
Got
have
it.
to look back at that VOD at some point between now and next session.
Yeah. We're dealing with someone right now, but yeah, only owes 50 more years. So.
Oh, well, best of luck. Any luck getting the emerald?
Oh yeah, we actually have it now.
Oh, are you busy?
Damn, are we busy though?
We couldn't be.
Technically, yes, but I don't think anybody would stop you from going. Or us from going.
This is a great back to me. I don't remember. I know that we're over. What's it
Juarez.
fucking called? Juarez. I don't remember what we need to do here. Because we got caught up in Underdark and fish shenanigans, and I forgot. Oopsie, huh?
So you were told that Juarez is where supposedly one of the most prominent god slayers was.
Yeah, that's probably important. Did we
Can't
put
you
a
guys
circle down
meet?
in Orif?
Yes,
Could you
did.
guys like
Yes.
meet in Cronalda's place and pass off the emerald?
We need to be there for the thing, because the thing is Kendall Keep.
Mm.
Is Kendall Keep like a priority right now?
No,
Yes.
but we don't know what it does. Listen, we don't know exactly what this is gonna be. We can just take the circle to Orif. It'll take like 5 minutes.
True.
It's true.
It's not like...
We're gonna be, our characters are gonna be so pissed off.
Whatever.
You put us in a
Well.
fucking video game.
Well, at the moment, let's see. Klyle's getting drunk. Romilda's, I think,
I'm not
passed
getting
out
drunk. I'm drinking. There's a difference.
You're getting drunk.
Who left all these bottles in the hallway?
If you wanted to actually know, I like to imagine there's a bottle clinking in the background that Gaslow can hear. I was just
If
moving
you
them into my
must
room so
know.
Romilda wouldn't waste any more of it by spitting it up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's this thing called a kitchen where we keep the alcohol.
Where all
Yeah,
of
but I
this
don't
was
want
originally.
Romilda to know where it is. That's the point.
It would be in the kitchen. You would know where it would be because it would be in the kitchen.
It's easy. It's easy enough to check where the kitchen.
Romilda's gonna figure out that it's in your room.
Romilda wasn't told
Okay,
where it was the first time and
first of
still
all-
found it.
Why? Where else would it be? Why would it not be in the kitchen?
Because I'm taking it.
Stop taking it. Put it back.
Why?
Other people probably want to drink too at some point.
You
It
haven't seemed
doesn't
interested
belong
so
to
far.
you.
So is that
Yeah,
a
well-
yes or a no?
Yeah, well, I'm getting
We're
more
talking,
and more,
Gaslow.
yeah. I'm getting more and more interested in
who's
it by
on
the
the
second
orb?
with this conversation going on. Yeah, it's a yes. I need to be distracted from all of this for like an hour.
Clink, 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 clink.
Well, if you all come to Orif and meet me in my office at the university, I can set everything up and we can begin the test.
Yeah, right. I need something else to do then. We'll be there. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm very tired right now. I'm very tired. I want to do something low stakes.
Yes, get some rest. I will see you soon.
We'll be there. Hang up. Kyle, put the bottles back.
What if I put them in the bag of holding and we just don't tell Romilda? How about that? Everybody else knows where they are.
Romilda is allowed to drink if she wants to drink.
She spit it back up. She wasted it.
We
That
have
doesn't
enough
ma-
money
We
to
can
buy
get
more
more
alcohol.
alcohol. Do you know how much money we have?
No.
That's right, we don't tell
It's-
you those things.
We don't tell you those things because then
When
you'd
did you
probably
get
take it
here,
and do something
Phineas?
with it.
I tripped over your fucking bottles. Us and you were outside my door.
Okay.
I also
Well,
like
put them-
I like to imagine that at some point during this we hear the maniacal laughter.
Yeah, probably.
She's
That's
fine.
not important right now.
She's fine.
Sleep.
She just does that sometimes. Okay. Anyway,
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I have. You guys haven't?
No.
Are you also on drugs?
No,
Right.
from hers, but she just does that sometimes.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she
Cool.
does.
She?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Ray.
Hi,
Good to
Rylan.
know. Good to know.
Okay. Anyway, you're not taking the bottles back to your room.
Fine, I'm leaving them here.
No, I just tripped up. Stop. No. Kitchen.
Why are-
Make me
well,
take the bottles back to the kitchen.
no, but I would really like if you would do it. It would be
funny.
nice. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not gonna threaten. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Just I'll take them back myself.
You can
It's
threaten
fine.
him. It's fine.
Can I have some?
There's a lot of things I could do.
Sure.
You give him the vodka.
Yeah.
Takes a big gulp of it, and see his face kind of tense up. And he hands the bottle back.
Mm-hmm.
That made my tummy hurt.
Ready?
Also, you are wrong. I could make you do it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
I could also make you do it if I wanted to.
You gonna cross that line?
No, I'm not going to cross that line. I'm just saying that I could.
Sounds like you won't.
I won't.
All right.
I won't do it yet.
Okay, well, let me know when we're gonna head off to wherever we're going. Cool. Takes the orb back, grabs one of the bottles, and heads off towards their room.
Phineas, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm already there.
I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I'm going to lose it. How did we get to
I
this?
lost
I
my
don't-
marbles.
Oh my god, when did you get here?
I'm everywhere. Liar.
Were you in the goddamn walls?
Larry's going to look around for Ramilda to make sure she isn't also here.
You see Kalile at the end of the hallway, just kind of peeking around, hasn't actually
away.
left.
Go away. Go.
Shoo.
Bye bye.
Go to your room.
Well, now I don't want to.
I will actually make you this time.
I'm gonna go take a bath.
Why
Yeah.
did
Go.
I drink that? I regret that.
Yeah, maybe we start with something lighter next time.
I don't like alcohol.
I'm gonna go drink
Yeah.
some sink water. Yeah.
What is he doing?
Whatever
Drink
floats,
some sink water.
whatever floats your boat.
Why sink water? We have normal water.
Chib leaves.
Defy Chib
Okay.
to us.
Anyway, as I said before, I am going to lose my mind very soon.
I think I've already lost mine, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to be as stable as I could for the boat, you know. Oh my god.
How did this happen? It's been like.
I don't know. It's been a
less
week.
than It's been less than a week. It's been less than a week. It's been less than a week. I feel bad about putting off what is important, you know, going after the Godslayers, but I need a distraction right now.
I need
I
a break.
need to do
We need
something
a break.
lighthearted and, you know, kind of silly, maybe just fun, and not have to deal with certain members of our group antagonizing everyone we meet.
Slow turn to Goliath. Still down the hallway.
It starts whistling and actually starts heading towards the bathroom or the springs.
Yeah, I was pointed. It was very much making eye contact with them while he said that. Okay.
There's very much a plastered, just like shit-eating, toothy smile as they whistle and walk away.
I'm this close with them.
I mean,
I don't want to do anything, you know, violent or,
Mhm.
you know, use, you know, mind control magic on anyone, out of my friends, because that would be bad. You know, it would be bad to cast a spell that makes someone feel like they're on fire or literally
maybe
force
a
them to do
little
something against their will.
intense, Yeah.
But they make it really hard to not do that.
Maybe they're just adjusting. You know, I mean, it's been a lot.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so. I think they're just like this.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go take
Get-
a bath.
Didn't you just take a bath last night, though?
Yeah.
It's been like 4 hours since you last.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to my room because you told me to, and I don't really have anywhere else I want to go.
Okay, then go take a bath.
So, fuck. Oh, I know where I can go. Bye, guys.
Where are you going?
I
Leaves.
don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't
Out.
care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I just
What's
don't
up,
care.
fellow kids?
I...
Where does Kalile go?
I'm going to Phineas's room.
It was so much easier. Like, just like
You know, when we could like pick them up by the scruff of their neck, that was a lot easier.
I can make that still happen. I can make it happen. It wouldn't
That's
be that
tempting.
hard. It wouldn't
That's
be very
more tempting than the mind control.
It would not be very hard.
Chip walks back into the room.
I could turn them
wiping
into a
water off his
snail if I
mouth.
wanted to.
Where did you? What?
It's
Please,
The
polymorph.
most,
Well,
the
I
most
get that, but
delinquent
I'm a
snail
little-
anyone has ever met.
I'm a little more concerned of why Jeb actually went and drank sink water.
You know, we
We
have
have so
regular
many kinds of
non-sink
water. We have well water.
I
We have
know.
spring water. We have
Was it good?
canteen conjured
Don't
water.
drink.
No,
Don't
But you
drink
gotta
sink
see
water, love.
variety in your life. See, when I was young,
And then this one's just going to die on us. He's going to die.
Drink unfiltered water and pass out.
We really need to get a Brita filter.
What? We have magic water and we don't need a filter. You just do not drink sink water.
This is a magical sanctum.
Pass me done, Brita filter.
He would have had to go to the surface and find a place with a non-magical sink to get normal sink water.
Did you refill the Brita?
Don't just put it back in the fridge. We talked about this. You're worse than Kalile.
Hey, I don't drink water. Obviously, I'd never do that.
Do you
The
think the
yellow
sink water
piss.
would make my tummy stop hurting?
No.
Probably
Go
make it
drink.
hurt more.
I am begging you
Why
to
is
go
your
drink
stomach
regular
hurting?
water. You drink
He
one
drank
shot.
a shot of vodka.
He had one shot of vodka.
To be fair, it's like
Yeah.
70 proof, and he had nothing in his stomach beforehand.
Oh, baby. Okay.
Why does everyone in this group make the worst decisions?
I wouldn't say that was the worst decision.
I'm sorry.
Why does everyone in
I
this group
wouldn't
make
say everybody.
stupid decisions?
Hey, have you heard about the time insurance? It's not a bad time to bring that up.
Already heard about it.
Yeah.
I already have a migraine.
I think
So,
Already about to
Maybe-
cry.
so what are we doing?
we
Cry.
We're going to Orif. We are going to Orif when Ramilda wakes up.
I've always
What
wanted to
the?
go to Orif.
Oh my
You
god, you're
been
alive.
to Orif!
All right.
I think Auckland's the one we haven't been.
You were in Orif.
Food.
Right.
Remember?
Right.
Stop yelling at Jeb.
Stop yelling at you.
We're all in this sobbing.
You know what, Ryland? I don't want to hear it right now, okay?
Ryland's drunk.
Hey. Stop.
I don't wanna
yelling
hear
at
it right now.
Ryland.
Shit. I'm so We're leaving. We're going now. We're going now. We're going now. Go find Kalile. I'm going to go wake up Ramilda. We're going.
Liar, most of us aren't sober.
I don't care.
That's the best time to go to Kindle Keep.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? I'll cast Lesser Restoration on Ryland.
Yes,
There.
use the spell slots.
Thank you.
You do so. He lets out the biggest burp. Oh,
Carbonated vodka.
You're better.
that made me feel a lot better. Thank you.
I don't like that.
Oh,
You're
hell,
better.
it's
Case of giggles.
carbonated
Oh
vodka.
yeah.
I'm going to go wake up. I'm waking up Ramilda. Go find Kalile. We're going.
Yeah.
I need a break. Jeb, do not move. Don't go anywhere. Don't go drink any more mysterious liquid. Just stay there.
It was water.
It's not mysterious liquid. I know where it came from. And it's water.
I don't know
sink
where it
that's
came from.
mysteriously
We
in the
don't have a
basement.
sink.
Oh,
We have
think we
magical
have a
water.
sink.
Where did you get it from?
We have a kitchen.
The water's magical. It's not sink.
we don't have plumbing.
Don't have plumbing.
Where do we piss?
Magical plumbing, right?
I think so.
Go get Kalile. Go find where they went. I'm going.
Okay.
Lyra's leaving. He's going to Ramilda's room. Not even knocking. We're just going in.
Man, what's wrong?
Oh, I just slowly turns. How many years do you think you have left, Jeb?
Half.
Thank God.
Oh my god. We need some time insurance on this bad boy.
Have you heard of time insurance?
I don't know. Maybe a few months.
Oh god. Jeb, no.
It hurts.
Last session, Jeb is gonna just explode.
Oh, okay.
So, Lyra, you step into Romilda's room. And Romilda's lying on the bed. Something's different, though.
What's different?
Something up with her arm.
Investigate arm. What's up with this arm?
It looks like stone. And then
Yo.
you see an eye on her palm look up at you and blink.
Be good. This cannot be good. Nothing to add to the pile. I'm gonna lose my mind. I swear to God. So. Okay. Let me see. What can I figure out about this? Anything? Probably not. Man, do I wish I had identify. Too bad I don't. I guess I'm gonna use my smarts that I don't have to try and figure this bitch out. Where did arm come from?
Your
The
butt.
torso.
The torso.
I would say
What?
make, I guess, an Arcana check. I'll take Arcana or Religion.
I'll do religion. I have actually good in that. Yeah, I am good at that. That is a 21. 21.
20.
No,
You definitely sense some kind of powerful entity. Not necessarily a god or an archbane, but a powerful entity. Very similar to what you sensed when Kalile was in communication with the Maw.
headache.
Hey. Not me this time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but later. It's gonna wake up from all the shake.
Grabbing arm and throwing to the wall.
Ah. Probably very easy. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Make an athletics check.
This will not be hard.
It wouldn't, because that's my most powerful traits.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
A
make
shocking 8.
yeah make a contested
eight.
athletics check. So Lyra roll against it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. That tracks. That's a 2.
Yeah, so
Let's go, hollow bones.
You pick Lyra up and you fling him, and Lyra, you just smack against the wall and slide down. Milda's awake.
Remilda?
I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, I know. I know you aren't. It's because you suck. Anyway, I will cast lesser restoration on her. Also, there. You're fine now. We're going. We're out of here. We're gone.
Where are we going?
We are going to Orif to do something not deadly that will make me hopefully forget that everything is crumbling around me. And that I am in the company of people who make me want to do some very bad things. What's up with the arm?
That's
Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get it?
Does it matter?
Yeah, probably, considering every other time we've had something like this. It's been like a really powerful thing that's tried to hurt somebody, so I'm gonna say that it does, actually.
I'm gonna stand up and just say, look, it doesn't matter. If it makes me stronger, it makes me stronger.
No, okay, that's the thing about things that make you stronger, is usually there's a price to pay.
I'm gonna give an eye roll and just say, I literally draw from blood magic. If anyone should know more about that, I do. And I'm happy with this trade.
Well,
I
know more than you about messing with supernatural deities that promise to give you things, and then hurt you while they, help. So I think it would be, helpful for both of us if you would tell me what happened and where you got it from.
I'm gonna give a death glare and just say it doesn't matter.
How tired of this shit is Lyra right now? I need to determine.
Oh boy, Lyra's snapping. Lyra's at the brink.
Liar, the most likely scariest member of our group. Like a boy toy distraught.
Yeah, he's casting Flame of Tyranny.
Alright, Romilda, make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit, right. Oh shit. Wait, I need to look at my character sheet. Okay, wait, wisdom. Okay.
See,
plus
Liar
3,
knows their limits.
Oh, 5. Plus
Yeah,
3, but
that's
still 5.
So,
That's
Romilda,
not-
you feel like you are burning right now. You can see that there is this flame around you. You feel like you are on fire. It is agony.
Okay. Romilda, tell me where that arm came from, what they promised to you, and what you promised to them. And yes, I'm doing confess, so...
All right, Romilda, you answer one question truthfully with confess.
What were the questions again?
Was, tell me where this arm came from and what they promised from you, essentially.
I'm gonna look down my stone and say it came from this very room.
Who it
It's
came
honest.
from.
I'm gonna shrug my
Specifically.
shoulder and say, I'm gonna shrug my shoulders. I don't know.
What did they promise
I
you?
do not.
What did they promise you?
What? Everything I ever wanted. Power. The
Power
one
to do
thing.
what?
I'd say at this point, it's been 6 seconds, so you can repeat your wisdom saving throw, Romilda.
Sure, come on. Plus 3, that's 15.
15 is a failure.
This-
The power to do what, Romilda?
To kill what I hate the most.
The gods. Got it. I'll drop concentration on it. He's not going to do the damage also, so,
Yeah.
burning goes away. Okay.
Oh, the burning's gone.
Yes.
I'm gonna run up and just grab Lyra's throat and just slam them to the wall.
Ouch.
Okay, make contested athletics checks again.
Yeah. Where this one's gonna go. I rolled a net 1. So it's a 0. No, that's not a 0, it's a -1.
Oh my god. So yes, Romilda, you grab Lyra, you slam him against the wall.
Listen here, shit for brains. You're not gonna tell this to anyone, because this is the one thing I ever wanted.
The one thing you've ever wanted is to kill the gods? Where did you think that was going to lead you with me and the rest of the group? What did you think was going to happen? You think we wouldn't notice?
Yeah. I don't know.
Ramada,
I'm not.
I'm giving you.
I'm just not.
I'm going to give you a choice right now. You let go of me, you back off, and we figure out a solution for this to get it off of you, or I make you do it.
gonna be in the very presence of state. I'm not being ordered around anymore. I've done that all my life. First, I get to make something. A choice to make me.
This is about more than you.
I know, it's always been about something else. Another person's toy, work in the mind, become some guinea pig for experiments, fight in the pit, become some puppet. I am done.
The abuse you suffered doesn't justify murdering the gods and putting everyone's lives in danger.
I'm gonna squeeze a little bit harder. I know.
Oh.
It doesn't justify anything. But I want to do it.
I'm giving you one last chance. Let go.
I'm gonna simply let go of my hands and walk back. So, great champion. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I'm going to look into how to get that thing off your arm. And if you don't cooperate, I'm going to make you cooperate. And believe me when I say that I can.
Oh, you're fun. I'm gonna enjoy this little game. I'm gonna start walking out of the room. See you later, bird brain.
Alright, yeah. Just gonna take a breath, compose, also walk out.
So, all this is happening. You all definitely heard the commotion, the rest of the group. And you see Ramilda walk out of the room. And then Lyre, a few moments later.
Hey, everything alright?
No.
I'm gonna give a little smile saying, yes, we're doing great. We just had a little disagreement over something. Where's the alcohol?
Kitchen.
It's on the floor, right there.
Yeah, we haven't picked it up yet. It's still on the floor.
No, never mind. No, just nod.
Just gonna pick it up, start drinking it.
We're heading out soon. We'll meet you in the kitchen.
No, I've
Liar.
changed my mind. We have... There are things that take precedent over that right now. A lot of things that need to be talked about and dealt with immediately before they become a problem.
Alright.
So,
No idea what you could be talking about.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
what just happened is she made a deal with someone who wants to kill the gods in order to get power to kill the gods, threatened me, slammed me against a wall, and I told her that we're getting rid of it, or I'm going to make her get rid of it.
Milda.
Damn.
What the fuck are you thinking?
Shrug my shoulder and say, I have a choice. I took it. The first real choice I ever really took.
It was a bad choice. It was one of the worst choices that anyone could make.
Especially right now.
This isn't the one time I actually had a choice, and it's mine to make. My mistake. Why are you always so mighty? Why do you always stand above everyone else? I'm gonna start marching towards the light with like a clear, angry look.
I'm
Phineas
literally shorter
is-
than shorter than most people here.
Yeah, Phineas is right next to Lyre, so if you're coming any closer, his sword is out.
There is a difference between that and making sure that somebody doesn't plunge the world into chaos by killing the gods. You know, the thing that's already happening and that you're trying to participate in.
The one thing that we told you that we were going to do to prevent.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn to Phineas. I am sorry that new old me, has always got to go in the way of something. Huh? Wasn't it not you who gave me that potion in that bloody forest? Where you let me meet with the god of justice? You know nothing about me. Do you know how ironic it is that he, out of all of the gods, showed himself to me?
The gods work in
Jim.
irony. And if you're wanting some support against the gods, then you have it from me, but I'm not going to let you destroy them.
Just sit down on the floor.
You have a choice here. That was not your only choice to make. You have a choice right here, right now. You had a choice as soon as you walked in here, but you decided not to take it. So we're offering it again. You could be a part of something else that isn't going to get everybody killed.
Just looking up. That. How about me? What mean about me? First time in my life, this thing offered me something that I can actually use. What was it cost? Nothing.
No, the cost was any amount of trust we had left in you. Kind of burn that bridge. You don't
You
have
made
to
yourself that way.
but you just made yourself one.
We're all pawns of the gods. We know that.
Okay, well, I like to think a little bit more optimistically than that, but
I like to think of myself as a god shareholder, honestly.
yeah, have some stock
Jeb
in them.
might border on godhood at this point. I don't really know about that one.
Even if I was, I wouldn't know.
You have to try
That's
to sacrifice
concerning.
to yourself someday, Jeb. See what happens.
That's a good
That's
idea.
true.
Not the point.
I'm not there. That was out of character. I'm not there.
Okay. I'll tell you this, Ramelda, and I said it before, I'll say it again. You continue down this path, and I won't hesitate.
None of us will.
You do not want to fight us. If it comes down to it.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and do it. I'm gonna hold up my arm for the stone and just say, take my arm. Whatever. I've always been a pawn to something. Why not now? A humble slave.
You don't have to be. You really don't.
Say.
We're
I
not
was
going to hurt
born
you.
one.
Not right now.
I don't want to cut off your arm. I don't want to kill you. I'm just telling you I will if I need to.
I'm gonna stand up and just shout, then what do you want from me?
I want you to make better decisions, Rimelda. I want you to think about what you do before you do them, maybe. I want you to stop being so damn selfish.
I'm going complete murderous and selfish.
Yeah, I think joining, up with God Slayers when we've explicitly told you that's a bad idea and wanting to doom everyone because you're upset with them is selfish. And I understand that you've been hurt and that you felt ignored and that you don't like them.
I was gonna take up my I'm gonna take out my blades and put the tip against my stomach while holding the handle towards the fire. Send it. Do it.
Ah, well, nice knowing you.
Kill me.
I see
We're
you.
not going to kill you. God's
Mm.
above.
Phineas is, as soon as the blades come out, Phineas is going to cast Calm Emotions. So I need a charisma save for these.
Cha.
Cha, dude.
If anyone wants to grab Kalile, the orb
Let's
is possible.
go.
Kalile's just kind of harassing Phineas's friends.
Well, I will say, Claw, you definitely hear this happening.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna pop by
I
Kalile.
got a 5.
Yeah, that definitely fails.
Hello?
Hey, Kalile, we're packed
All
up,
right.
but, there's some
Oh.
stuff going on. You might
There's
wanna
some shit
hear it.
going down.
Yeah, there's
Oh
some
boy, okay.
shit.
Give me like 5 seconds, I'll be there. Alex, other guy. See ya.
Callie.
Girl,
Let's
but
see.
yes.
Girl.
Guy is
And
neutral,
girl.
alright? I use guy for everybody. Guy in a gender neutral.
Gender neutral. Bro, gender neutral.
Yeah. Guy non-derogatory.
Phineas will use the frightened condition on you. You can willingly move any closer, basically.
I'm just gonna start breaking down crying.
Ooh.
Sedated.
I don't know what to do. I really don't.
Gonna keep crying.
He's
I'm
one of
gonna-
us in
I'm
some
gonna go
weird
take
way.
Romilda's blades and move them away.
Yeah.
A few feet.
Nod.
And gonna punch Romilda
Oh.
right in the side of the cheek.
Okay. I can't say that. I can't say that she doesn't deserve that.
No.
But Ronaldo, please stop. Just stop this.
This is your chance to become something more than a pawn. We are your chance. Not some higher deity. Or a thing that gives you a weird looking arm. We've played this game. All of us have played this game. And the only way we've been able to win is with each other. This is your only chance right now to start trying to be more than what you were created to be by the gods.
Just gonna look at Phineas and just start falling to them.
I'm going to interpose between Phineas and Romilda.
Oh, interpose. You're too tall. We can't see over you.
That's the
Down.
point.
Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes.
Grab your leg, hug it, and just start crying furiously, just
Ugh.
begging for forgiveness.
There's, at least for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but there is forgiveness, there just isn't trust. You can earn it back. I will let you.
I just want that arm gone, and I want to help Romilda. I really do, but you don't make it easy or possible.
Say anything. I just want to home.
Okay.
Just want to be free. Please.
You can be. Just stop making deals with those.
Yeah, you kind
kinds
of
people.
did the opposite by binding yourself to this thing. You were free until that point. You know, we weren't gonna make you do anything you didn't want to do. You have your own room. You're welcome to go to and from the sanctum whenever you want. If you had any problems, we would have helped you with them, but instead you made a deal with Brick here. So I don't really know what you were
Brick?
thinking with that. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Figured name it for
Arm.
now. The arm, yeah.
Break works.
It was kind of like talking while also trying to peel Romilda off of the leg. Listen, we've all been through shit, so stop crying, and we'll just get through more of it. All right?
I'll start nodding my head.
And get your snot off my leg, please.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll drop any condition of like frightened or anything like that.
We'll look into getting that off of you, okay? If that's what you want. Again, as much as I want it off of you, I can't make you do anything, and I don't want to make you do anything. Just
I'm gonna look at Light and just say, will you forgive me?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
okay. Look, Romilda, it's I need some time, okay? And I'm sorry for casting a torture spell on you, also. Just... I'm not mad. I was just worried that you were going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else. Do something stupid. Just... I'm just glad that you're not going to do that.
Start breaking down and crying again. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna faint from this all the exhaustion and stress.
Oh.
We should probably reconvene about what we want to do today.
I think we need to just take the rest of the day off.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we can go to Orif and do the machine things. That'll probably be easy. Just to get us all back on our feet.
Team building exercise.
Something like that. It is a test, supposedly. Something. I don't know.
Great. We're perfect at those every time.
Yeah. Just try and sleep. I think. I don't know. I've never had a demon arm.
My eyes honestly weren't that bad.
No,
Your eyes also didn't promise you to kill the gods.
that is also true. And
No,
you
but they
were
helped with other things.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I would like to mention, Kalal, you still do have the benefits that you got.
Yeah.
Like, you still have the claws and whatnot.
Yeah. I still have it in my stuff.
I wanted to forget about the eyes. I did.
Okay, well. Just do it again.
Can't.
Okay. Grabs Romilda by the scruff of the neck. I'm gonna take her back to bed, and then I'm gonna go back to what I was doing.
What were you doing, by the way? I couldn't find you.
Story time.
What?
Story time.
With
who?
Okay. I'll be in there. Walks up to Callie and Alex's room.
Oh boy. Yeah, you're able to get Romilda back to bed.
Okay.
Tuck her in, Leave one of the bottles in the room with her.
Okay. This is how
Simple.
this mess happened in the
Do
first
you
place.
want me to let Romilda drink or not? You're sending me a lot of mixed signals, liar, and I don't know what you want from me.
How
Jeb
tall
will
is Kalil?
Charlie
7
for Hilda.
foot.
Kalile is 6'9", because haha, funny number.
Right.
Nice.
Does a lot of ducking underneath a lot of the door frames.
You're able to leave
Jeb is-
Charlie with Romilda. Curls up next to her.
Yeah. Little doggy.
Dog.
Well, let's hope Romilda doesn't attack Charlie in her sleep.
He's familiar. He'll be okay.
She's fucking dead. Okay.
Fair
Like choke
enough.
slamming liar. That was okay. That could be forgiven. Killing
It
Charlie
was.
though.
Killing a
Touching
dog?
Charlie?
Fucking dead.
Mm-mm.
Is
They're
it Charlie
fucking dead.
familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Can't Charlie come
Can't
back?
die.
Yeah.
They come back, but like
But still, why the fuck would you hit
it's the
Charlie?
idea
Why the
of
fuck
hitting
would you do
Charlie,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so choke slam. Okay, got it. Yeah, whatever.
You are
Yeah, it's
below Charlie. No.
Okay.
What it is
I'm
that
glad-
is
Wait.
no.
I'm
What
glad
it
to
is
see
that
where I
Charlie
rank.
is just above
Above
everyone
everyone
else.
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Probably also going to.
Best
is
member
the
of the party,
mascot,
Charlie.
You understand?
Really. Once Romilda's, I think I'm bet it's gonna go find Phineas again. Phineas. Your door still has a Kalile-shaped hole in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When
Hey,
did this happen? Whatever.
I just heard story time and got afraid.
Okay, I'm more talking about the hole in the door that's shaped like Kalile.
Oh, yeah.
Like how is it a perfect cutout?
I don't
How did that
know.
happen?
It's
How did they
honestly
do that?
impressive, but don't tell him I said that.
It was a lot of practice. Thanks.
Get out.
I said I was gonna finish up, so I came back. but
Okay,
if you want me
yeah.
to go, I'll
no,
go.
it's story time. Come on.
I'll work on fixing the door.
Thank you, love.
I'm gonna.
Um,
Yeah, surprisingly calmer now.
Yeah.
Calmer. Being thrown into a wall and then choked really calms one down.
Are you
Yeah.
alright?
I will be fine. That was a lot, and my
Yeah.
throat really hurts. And I'm really pissed off. But
I did win a bet with myself about whether you were going to use your spell on me or Romilda first. So I won nothing, but
I was about
my
to say
ego
you
is
can't
stoked.
bet with yourself. I'll bet with you next time.
no, that's okay.
I thought it was gonna be you.
uh,
So
I
uh,
honestly did too.
then you lost a bet with yourself.
I bet against the odds, of course.
Oh,
Always do. Better winning.
honestly.
anyway, yeah, I'm upset and mad that she do that, but just what?
Chat.
What?
The chat.
Oh, the chat say.
What
Yeah,
did the
would chat
chat
be
say?
choked like that? And me said
And
for
then he
real.
said, for real.
Damn.
All you have to do is ask. Kalile is right there.
When will it be my turn?
It wasn't.
Could be chopped
wasn't-
like that.
It wasn't a good. It wasn't a good choking. It was. I'm being threatened for my life. You know.
As one
Kinda.
does.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
mean,
some.
that
You know, that
makes
doesn't
it
really matter for some
hot.
people. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say.
Well,
Okay.
Phineas, if you ever want a nice choking.
I get those.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
He is engaged.
A healthy relationship.
Just offering.
They're all
Yeah.
negotiating. I mean, never mind.
Yeah, I'm mad.
It's your Twitch in light mode. Get his ass. I saw that too, but I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, why does that look weird?
I'm just glad that she's not gonna make that decision anymore, probably. Even if progress required me to be choked and slammed into a wall and also thrown against a wall, it's progress. So
Progress
Yeah.
comes in small steps, I guess.
Those are pretty big
Progress is
steps.
poggers.
What does that word mean? How did you get
Kalila just passes
know.
out. Also, when did you get here?
Jeb is
It's Jeb.
always here.
Jeb is
Jeb's
always here. I've learned that Jeb is a quantum entity that is just
Yeah.
where
That
he
is
needs to be when he
true.
needs to be.
Yeah.
I do.
Hey, do you have tunnels running through our rooms? Because I'm slightly concerned about that.
I do want to work a petition to make it so that, like, canonically, Jeb and Kalile are just always in the backgrounds of any scene doing dumb shit.
No, Jeb has a tunnel system
Yeah.
dug around.
It's like Romilda and Kinsley talking about stuff.
Also, sometimes
Kalile
you'll
getting
get when
drunk in the
people
kitchen
move
in
to
the
different
background.
rooms.
Whenever there's any art, there's just like stick figures Jeb and Kalile in the background.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's gonna take a while to trust her
Take some
again.
time.
But and if she fucks up, slips, tries some shit, I will do.
Do
what
I have
to
permission?
do. I'm going to do what I have to defend my god.
Oh, okay, that's not the same thing.
And we'll do what we have to do to
Worse than the
defend you.
Godsling.
So yes, Kalile, you have permission.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was gonna do it anyway, but having permission makes me feel the same about it.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just need the rest of the day off. Maybe, take a nap. Maybe work on a few new schedules. I don't know. Try and figure out how to get stone arm off of regular arm. That one's gonna be tough. That's gonna be
You wanna-
really tough.
Do you want to borrow the orb and maybe contact some people about it?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Passes orb over.
Thanks. I'll
Does a sick trick with it first, then passes it over.
Fushigi.
Fushigi!
Affix the door.
Oh, I'm
That
gonna break it
was
again, so.
So fast.
Why?
Keep your
I love
tools
you
out.
so much.
It's a nice talent, and it's, like it said, it's
do it to
impressive.
your own door.
I have!
Please don't. It was
True.
hard. It was really hard.
Yeah, Kalile, go. We'll get you more doors.
Mordor?
More door.
We'll put like 5
Fine.
doors on top of your door.
One,
So you
yeah,
have to
or-
have all of them.
You just have to make it out of progressively harder materials.
until you eventually just hit stone.
The
I should
adamantium
mention-
door.
I should mention, Rylan did fix the door, but it was made. He fixed it with a different wood, so there is still the outline of a Kalile and a different wood.
Oh, baby. Okay.
It's just more unique.
We have to sleep
fine.
with that there.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than there being no door. Okay.
Just think of me as like your guardian angel or
I
something.
don't want to think of you.
I'm
as
always
that.
here,
And-
watching over.
Ryland, we're switching rooms.
Who?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought you were giving
Find
this room
another
to
one.
them anyway. Points to Alex and
This is
Callie.
Tally.
Callie.
Callie. I had it right the first time.
This is your room. Where are we?
We're in Phineas's room, aren't we?
Yeah, Phineas's room.
I
Yeah,
thought they were in
this is their
Phineas's room. I'm confused.
Yeah, I think
We're
they are
switching
right now.
rooms. They're in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Wash the
We got
sheets.
it.
Anyway,
They're already washed.
you done it recently?
I think I'm just gonna pull the sheets off the bed.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I sat on those.
Yeah, you did.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ryland, unaware, he just looks over at you, Phineas. Am I dirty?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I
no.
would hope so.
Only when you need to be.
It's more often than that. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what to say or do now.
Yeah, I was gonna finish up story time, so I don't know what you guys are up to.
Okay.
Right.
What story are you telling, by the way?
Just kind of, trying to work on the ye old memory banks and stuff like that. So, trying to remember some jobs and stuff that I went on. It's not a very cohesive story, but I think I was like halfway through.
What
What
kind of
did you
jobs?
go on?
So, and Kalile begins to tell a very disjointed, not well done at all story that, like, you can tell is like 20% actual recount, about 70% made up bullshit, or at least like filling in the blanks kind of stuff. Yeah, true. And then the last 10% is just like maybes. Like this sounds like it would be right to be in here, but there's no way to know if it's right or wrong. And it's a lot of basically just violent mercenary work, and just explaining like what they would do in a day-to-day during their quote-unquote old job. So nothing, too terrible for, story time, but still not the best. A lot of violence and things like that. Yeah, I don't know at this point how much like specifics and stuff Kalile would actually remember. But I assume that they would have a grasp enough to be able to be like, yeah, here's like a typical day. So.
Wow, cool.
That's
life
definitely
you
what we
lived.
should be telling the 16-year-old who just regained their life. That's good, yeah. Okay.
I mean, my father used to tell me similar stories. I mean, I guess with less of the details.
Yeah.
Don't ever compare me to your father again, please. Thank you.
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kalile, your story just like put me in a trance, and I like don't.
I am. Yeah.
I'm like.
Our parents did tell us fucked up stories, but it's. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
give me a
should
headache,
probably
but
just rest or train. We have training grounds. We could go do that.
You gonna go drink more, Kalile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in the training grounds.
Drink
Yeah.
responsibly.
I know my limits.
I will join you. You gonna beat the shit out of each other?
Responsibly. Know your limits.
Push your limits.
I am going to go sit down.
Push your limits, coward.
Chat, Lizardfolk Lounge does not endorse over drinking. Please drink responsibly.
Please.
We
just know your limits.
Do we? No, do not just know your limits.
I'm gonna go make some calls and figure out what to do about
make some calls.
That's making calls.
He's gonna
go hit up the boys on the orb.
Gonna go gonna go talk to some people.
Get these bitches on speed dial.
Do some scheduling and try to calm down more.
Yeah, maybe take a load off with some of your boyfriends, Let them help you schedule or something.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any of them. Okay, it's not. I don't think any of them are good at that. It's.
Well, they could help you. They could switch out the inks for you when you want to change colors or keep your pencils sharpened and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not like the actual scheduling, but still being there.
I tried to help. I tried to teach them how to do it. It didn't go.
Oh, did they eat the pencil like Ryland?
No, they didn't eat the pencil like Ryland.
Okay, good.
Ryland looks sad.
I can't defend you on that one. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I panicked.
Yeah, I know.
What was there to panic about?
You're just so used to eating pencils. I'm gonna kill myself.
It's my survival instinct. If I see a pencil, I gotta eat it.
I'm on the C pencil diet. I see pencil, I eat it.
Otherwise, someone else might come up and eat it. We don't want that.
me, whenever I see a delectable pencil, I look left and right to make sure no one's watching, and then I waggle my fingers. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
A tasty treat just for me.
Why is describing like cartoon action so funny?
Gee, who left this
Listen,
pencil here?
He never
Ooh.
claimed to be smart or anything close.
No,
No,
he didn't.
and that's okay. And I support him for that.
Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna go into a room, probably the kitchen. Oh,
Oh no.
Hello?
Port.
Jeff, no!
Jeb, leave now!
Jeff, no!
I'm gonna cry. There he is.
Jeb return.
Jeb arrive.
What happened?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, disconnected.
Well, don't do
Oh,
that.
no.
We're not done yet.
That's not allowed.
We're almost done though.
Blair will go into the kitchen and probably make some non-specific calls to non-specific people. I don't know, like bone snap kind of people about, hey, what do I do when one of my friends has a parasitic stone demon arm attached to them that wants to kill gods? You know, that kind of thing.
Stone Garrix might know. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, why am I laughing? That's his name. That's
Well,
just
that's
his
why-
name.
Khalil is
That's
going
literally
to get
his name.
very buzzed, just to the edge of drunk, and go hang out in the training room and swing sword because bored.
Valid.
Phineas will join Kalile if allowed.
Yeah.
Getting drunk, beating the shit out
No,
of each other.
you don't to train with me. That's reserved
Get
for me
to.
and me only.
You're not worthy enough to try.
You're not cool enough to train with me.
Yeah, unless anyone else has anything more they'd like to do before then, we'll call tonight's session. And also, through our next session, we'll handle your level ups.
Yay! You hear that, kids?
Me.
Drink enough and you'll level up. Boom.
No. That's why I hear that little
Aw.
notification after I've had multiple.
And
Ding.
also, very important, Frank, I'm gonna leave this up to you, but if you're down with it, we're gonna have Romilda take a level in Warlock.
Oh, alright, sure. Why not?
His fucking arm, cutting it off.
Eldritch
That
Blast.
That worked so
Eldritch
well.
Blast.
That
Kalile
worked so
wasn't
well with the
there,
hand
or that
tattoo
scene
guys.
would have gotten so much more violent so fast.
Yeah.
I was one second from just like a whole person and then probably some very nasty spells, but
And then murder.
yeah, probably. It was close.
As to your patron for your Warlock stuff, I will be working on something for that. That'll be something new. So, yeah, I'll have that before next session. But again, I don't think I mentioned it on stream. Chat, Bleeding Moon, we won't be playing Bleeding Moon next week. Emmy won't be available, but we'll likely be back the week after. Yeah, we will see.
Boogie.
I'll let chat know that at level 9 Stargazer, I'm getting the Banshee constellation.
Ooh.
So I can walk through walls now.
Ah, yes.
So can Kalile, but just a little differently.
Yeah.
Walk through
Ooh,
doors.
wait.
Me and you, right?
Not mechanically. Not mechanically.
Ooh, I finally got level 6 spells.
Let's go.
Actually,
And I
already
finally got
I'll look at it
level
later.
3 spells.
Hell yeah.
I think I just got more
Great.
spells. I don't remember.
F-caster
I don't
life.
know what I get.
It's pain.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
But yes, chat, thank you for joining us for this very emotional session. I wasn't expecting this session to go the way it did, and you know what? I'm here for it.
Hey man, I'm just vibing, getting drunk, and telling horror stories to kids.
As you
These
should.
poor
I mean,
They just emerged from a tree, and you are traumatizing them already.
Would you like the
Yeah.
horrors of war?
The bestie is 12 years older than them. And is so dysfunctional.
Oh,
Your 30-year-old drunk uncle is here to tell you some stories.
We did not let him in the house. Don't ask how he has a key.
Don't
He
ask
doesn't.
about that weird shape in the
He
door.
doesn't. He is the key.
They don't.
Yeah, shit does happen. That is indeed true.
Yeah. Shit's fucked.
Some-
It's great.
Sometimes you have to torture one of your party mates to get them to reveal to being a godslayer. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just usual stuff.
Yeah.
Quite the first time I used that spell. Yeah, I forgot that I forgot that I used it on a child once. Oops.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We had to figure out who was making the horses shit.
Yeah, so I cast a
True.
torture spell on them instead of any other method of interrogation.
It's character development. Yeah.
I think so.
It builds character.
What was your childhood like?
It
Not
builds
that. I don't know.
But yes, chat, thank you for joining us.
You ever been tortured in Nam, kid?
Back in that.
And we're gonna head out.
Good night, chat.
Goodbye.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, chat.
Good night, chat.